So I'm buying him a card.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, more specifically, I'm using his money to buy him a card as my credit is better than his.
Well, that happens.
But so we did a thing like so you can buy. cheap weed.
Say hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Maybe we'd get good about this higher quality.
Does anyone remember what happened last time?
We rant about wolves and
we
the rock.
Very
we were very kind to fairies
We all took
against everyone else's better judgment,
So
and we got us out just fine.
we all took
We
cowboy
walked through a
acid.
weird
We all take
time
cowboy
tunnel.
acid.
I mean, yeah, we were in a weird time tunnel, and it made me
called
even more
Wile E.
confused
Coyote.
because I
Yeah.
changed personalities in the middle of the freaking day. I
That's
was so confused.
that's what I think.
There were
I'd rather
weeds.
this
It's like, what am I doing? Why am I wearing this dress?
Tony with the premium
Lon
content.
was in front of us, and then he was behind us.
time. Then I think he was off to the side.
Someone was
Or
below
not
us for a
long,
little
I can't
while.
The cook.
Yeah, that's right.
No, he's the scout.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah,
the
the
cook
cook
was
was
apparently
underground
in the
for a
ground
minute.
somewhere.
Yeah.
But after that, there was weird
And we lost all the
bullshit.
sugar and we found back all the sugar.
Yeah. We
all
were
was
being
well.
hunted by something, but it never really came to anything because we decided to give them offerings so they didn't kill us.
And then we showed up like 100,000 miles away from where we originally were.
I
Yeah.
tried to compliment
More like
him.
400 or something.
Yeah.
Safely.
Yeah.
My dad.
I tried to congratulate him on finding all of the
mentally
sugar
scarred.
back, and he didn't like my compliment.
Yeah.
Which just makes you love him more.
Yeah, of course. You know me.
Where do we leave off?
Coming out of the Never Never.
Yeah,
going
and
into the
nightmares.
desert- Going into like the desert, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing I have written literally is like,
We woke up in Nevada.
Yeah, we're out of Utah.
here, I will read it.
Right?
Pack up captain, start down ravine. Wait, no.
It's 8 o'clock.
Okay, let's
Sorry.
start over here.
Sure is.
We never got our pound of flour back and made good time. Pack up captain, start down ravine. That day we do remember howling. Rather than nightmare elder, wolves with antlers standing on hind legs are attacking him, but
Oh,
failing.
that's right. He dreamed of Wendigos.
That's
Yes,
right.
the elder fades
Love
out,
that
then
album.
the Wendigo turns to Fred, and his rock goes to him. I don't know if that actually happened
In the dream.
Yeah.
to rock with
It
dim.
was all just a dream.
Dim rock.
No copy of Word Up magazine.
Sometimes I'm in a place, sometimes Jerry.
I didn't realize Hip Hop Evolution had more than one season, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a season 2 and a 3.
Oh, she was
That's
asking
like
why we
finding
call
cash in
Amanda.
your pair of pants.
Because Amanda doesn't play this game.
Oh, okay.
Because we telecom it.
I mean, she plays the
Okay.
game, she doesn't play this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes Jaren plays with us, and sometimes Amanda does.
Sometimes
Right
Rabbit
now it's
watches.
Jared's time.
Sometimes Jess is here, sometimes she is. Wish I was here.
Speaking of
But she
people
doesn't
not,
play the other game.
speaking of people not being available, we're going to be Cobalt's next session. So
Did you build a Google?
I was
Yeah, she
there
was there
when we did it.
I don't remember.
yeah,
I was
It's been
making
like a month.
I was making the green one.
it has
That's
been.
right.
It has been.
It's been like a month. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know where I
Because I
did.
was on vacation and then it was also.
That's why
Which
is kind of true.
These are not even my pants.
You guys are just waiting in limbo with steel beard there.
It's not even the real campaign, it's just so exciting.
She loves cobras.
I don't know why.
Pretty-
I really don't
She
know
loves
why.
having a tribe of cute things.
That's quite true.
I have
It
reckon
wasn't
them to-
Kobold.
I have in fact reckoned them to be much cuter than they normally would be.
Yes. No, they're fucking adorable.
Now they're adorable.
That's
and
how I
they-
see them.
and
Yes, Anna.
they take advantage of your motherly nature. They're all
Is it
fully
taking
grown.
advantage if you're consenting though?
I mean, they're
I
all.
don't know. I
it's-
feel like she takes advantage of their want for a leader.
I think it's give and take.
I don't.
Sure,
So
I'll
the
go
way
along
the
with
way
it.
I have portrayed them
It's
so far
very
is-
much a scene relationship. Like there's a
Yeah.
power exchange, and they're I think they're all consenting
Everyone's
on
in
it.
on it.
There's some good codependency
I don't-
happening.
My thought process with them is not so much that they are like the because normally kobolds are we want
I
with
think
all the
one of them is like taking advantage of the motherly instinct, which is whimsy.
whimsy's
Yeah.
just
100%. But the others are just like,
No, they all are because they're benefiting from your
Yeah.
Your units.
The rest of them very much so like,
They're
oh
benefiting
hey,
from
all right,
this
well if we do this, they like keyed in on the fact that whimsy is all about like mama, and they keyed in on it. So like, oh yeah, no, that's right, yeah, no, totally. And then you give them gold, you like pass out gold to them every so often. It's, they're kind of tiny dragons. Like, all right, well I'm gonna mass this horde. But
Yeah. But Whimsy wants the money.
whimsy very much so is like keyed in.
It's just
It's just
little
the kobolds.
This bitch wants a little horde. I've got one of every color.
Not to mention,
I heard a little whore.
not to mention the
She did pay
tribe.
them.
This bitch wants a
Not to mention the tribe of like underground like lizard and frog people that worship you as a god.
Yeah.
Fantasy can
I
make
got
that
all
happen.
the weird lizard folk.
They're
I just have a bird.
amphibifolk.
Now we gotta get you
Well,
guys.
I also have a winged snake that never makes an appearance
Oh,
because
yeah.
I haven't properly built it yet.
I need to
I don't want to do anything with it until I actually make it out.
get you guys on the jungle islands so you can also afford it to the tribe of Griffin to hang around with you.
Nice.
Pro poison for all people.
That'd be adorable.
Yeah.
I would love to have that
It's
as a
gonna
part of my
you're just
people.
gonna have a menagerie. It's
A weird swamp thing.
Yeah.
Ripley was a sorcerer that rode around in the top hat of in the top hat of an orc.
Oh, that's awesome.
The orc's name was Braun, and the Gripply went by Brain.
Cute.
This is Ryan's game.
Oh hell yeah, that was Ryan. That was Spencer and Ryan. Spencer was Braun. And like my shadow sorcerer was lame, so I was just like, I'm just gonna play this Gripply. It was like a pygmy Gripply.
Oh my god.
So what, you were
Tiny.
tiny
An
size?
Yeah,
actual
I had
frog.
to fit in the hat.
Wow. Nice.
Is this
That's
where What's in the
perfect.
Hat came from?
No, this is past that. What's in the Hat is from the Dark Times before the Empire.
In other words, it was primary.
Right. Fought in the Clone Wars?
Hell yeah, we did.
We
Side
battles?
Yes, with Smurfs against Gargamel and Azrael. I wore Azrael's tentacles
Gargamel.
as trophies once we defeated it.
Wow.
I also,
The tentacles? How did they move the tentacles?
it was a display piece.
Oh, okay.
We also traveled to another dimension where I proceeded to get it on with our tiefling and the actress who played tiefling in the play about me.
Nice.
I was like, yeah. And then we came back and nearly got murdered by a mime.
I can't tell if you're
Senses
joking
you
or
never
not.
thought
It's
you
not.
I know, that's why I knew you were going to say that.
I'm the dangerous
All of
shoot.
this is her.
Welcome to the best game ever.
Are you joking? Not or not? Yes. Brick, I thought you said this was a shortcut. All right. Yeah.
Rick killed a guy.
I saw that.
Stabbed
a
him in
trident.
the heart with a trident.
He just fucking stabbed him.
That escalated quickly.
Rick, you might want to lay low, like at a
You
relative's
probably
house or
wanna-
something.
Yeah.
I am the mentally deficient newscaster holding a grenade in front of himself, screaming as he walks through the melee.
Brick, where'd you get a hand grenade from? I don't know.
Are you just seeing things and saying you love them?
This is that sweet Anchorman content that the internet comes in.
That's right.
To get.
Streets are
This is why people
Like,
log on.
are we like dead? Like what happened?
No, I mean, we are.
I mean, not
More
like
dead than normal.
Spoilers!
Spoilers, we're all dead.
We've been dead the entire time.
Okay,
Dun.
Chloe is Haley.
are we
Joel Osment.
tripping? Are we tripping on werewolf blood and or being fucked by fairies right now?
Cool.
Yes.
I mean,
You
Chloe
need to both,
definitely
but you
is.
need to do the first one to make the other one more comfortable. You gotta loosen.
Yeah,
Gotta
right,
get into
there you
it.
go.
Yeah. We already fucking know that Chloe is Pillow's thrall already, so.
God
That's,
damn it!
And then you get that butt stiff.
that's right. The Shadow Man.
Yeah,
Someone was sleeping in the woods.
That's right.
I think only 1/4 of me is
Alright.
okay with that.
Yeah, so we woke up in Nevada. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, none of us actually know about your dream.
Yeah, Fred
Yeah.
had a bad dream.
Your friend had a bad dream.
Oh, I gotta roll my.
Ah,
What the fuck am I right
I
now?
was like, he woke up yelling,
Jackalopes.
Jesus!
He dreamt of jackalopes.
Like
yeah.
so, like normal.
I wonder if there's a German.
Do you believe in jackalopes?
Hope he does now.
What do you mean?
Like, does Frank think jackalopes are real? Because that would entertain me.
Yes, does Frank think
Well,
they're
wait,
real?
are jackalopes
We need to
even
know
a
if
thing
they-
yet?
Right.
Because the whole thing was started
The next
by
question is
taxidermy
Frank real?
hoax.
I'm sure someone
Frank-
put some horns on some jackrabbits.
I mean, I'd be willing to
before
bet.
this.
I'd be willing to bet that Fred doesn't know a lot about what the fauna out here is like, specifically in terms of like weird
Fred
legendary
invented
creatures.
jackalopes.
Yep.
So
I mean, he probably made one.
So if somebody talked about a jackalope before, he'd probably be just very interested in finding one,
Yeah.
and then
Maybe
seeing
that's how they're real. Is he makes them.
Well, that's the thing. Is
I
like,
wasn't listening.
I feel
Like,
Okay,
so weird.
it was a good idea. It was saying twice.
I was collecting my headbands.
I feel that's exactly that though. Like to me, so
Yeah.
Robin's
Go
super
date pigeons.
blasé about cryptids because they're like, yeah, we can.
Love
Like,
We can
cleaners.
it's
make
like
that happen.
Jersey Devil. I have like 4 of those in my basement. One used to be a guy named Phil that I know.
What do you say, Mothman?
Mandrels.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
We can make that happen.
Which ones? Wait. Gavin and
It says, is it? What do you say, Slender Man? So yeah. No,
oh, sorry, they're talking about something else. Gavin and
Slenderman.
Slenderman. Vic Slenderman.
Right.
Gavin was my second
It's my
choice.
Jewish lawyer.
Victor's one you don't like.
He murders in a
So-
courtroom.
He's also
Hero,
exceedingly
And
tall.
then
Levi
the other guy
Slenderman.
who I know
Levi
is the one who
Slenderman.
I can't remember the
Slenderman,
name.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. I was like,
Oh
yeah, I got this
Sexy
thing
man.
Gavin. Yeah, I got this thing
Now I'm just,
Sexy Slender.
I'm just imagining this like Slenderman with just holding a briefcase. Holding a briefcase.
Let's kvetch. It's good.
All right.
Well, what are we? Are we on a train? Are we moving? What are we doing?
We
Alright.
skipped it off.
We're tapping sexy boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm,
so-
I'm almost out of hearts.
So so we stopped and we were.
Yeah, you are.
We need some Gatorade.
No. She needs to find some heart pieces.
So we woke up in Nevada.
I'm not sure anymore. We're at the edge of Nevada.
Okay.
There was a ravine and
And
stuff.
we're about to enter California?
No,
We're on the other side of
other edge of
Nevada.
Nevada. We're on
Oh,
you
we're on the first.
Utah.
Okay, we're on the
Yeah.
Utah edge of the red. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't skip Nevada.
Oh, that was
We
a
skipped Utah.
that was a big fairy.
I mean, I feel like as soon as
We hit fast travel.
as soon as I wake up, I find like the most
We found a
precarious
safe
perch
point.
and stand on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're at the edge
It
of
glitched
Nevada. We
in the
have to
middle.
cross into Nevada,
Yep.
and it's nighttime,
Yep.
right?
It's
And-
nighttime. We woke up and we made camp, as far as I know.
The bleed of the set sun sort of claws into the skyline as the stars race
Oh wow, it's all poetic and shit.
to suppress it, giving you complete access to your realm.
I'm standing on something that's precarious and bouncing on it
As per
on one
usual.
leg.
Hi, Frankie.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm Stella.
Why is
okay.
Stella being weird? Oh no, Stella's the performer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Still getting used to all of them. Yes, and slowly but surely
Frankie totally doesn't think he's weird, by the way.
the
Like-
descent into this valley begins. As it was late summer, it is uncharacteristically cold as the wagons dip below the plateau from Utah. The temperature almost follows suit by degrees. Within moments, the humans start putting on coats and pulling their hats down a little more. Scarves get a little tighter. And you continue along on the trail. Lou leading on. Business as usual. Just that nagging tinnitus sort of unease that has permeated ever since you ticked over through Utah. And
He's okay.
the
No more beats.
At some point or another, whenever we break for camp, I related that whole dream that I had to everybody here. That
a little after midnight.
yeah, that we're still or at least I feel like we're still being hunted by, or if we were being hunted by something before, we're probably being hunted by something entirely different now.
The feeling is still there.
I don't think I can help with this one.
There's a predator.
And I guess the other bit would be is that I would also has the ball gone dim? Like, is it?
No, the ball seems fine
I mean, balls are.
on its own. No, his ball is still pink.
Okay. All right.
How fleshy.
Good.
Outflation.
Good to know.
I did describe it as sort of a pinky sapphire,
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has like a plant growing.
Like a glass gusher.
Yep.
What is strawberry?
Well, I think it's very pretty. Do you bring it out, actually?
He tries not to show off his balls to young
That is
ladies.
entirely
Yeah, that's right.
They stay back in my chambers where the young ladies can
And where he can slap Daryl around with it.
I wanted to play with your shiny ball. I play with shiny balls all the time.
Even Fred's like, whoa, all right, hang on a second. This
Hey,
went
girl,
entirely the wrong direction.
You gotta ring it in.
Ava's giving me like side eye here.
Oh, I mean performing, silly. Fine.
You recognize Lou's giggle. It sounds a little bit like not Snidely Whiplash, but his sidekick.
Muttley.
It sounds like it sounds like if Muttley had a stuffed nose. So sort of like,
That's how my
Brianna
uncle
laughs
laughs.
normally.
Yeah, that's how my uncle
Who does?
laughs.
Okay.
Oh.
All the time.
My uncle laughs like that too. That's my
It's just a wheeze.
I feel like Stella's thing is that she's just always moving all the time. So she's like dancing or dancing around someone or like standing somewhere weird, like balancing. She just likes moving.
Does everyone in the party have access to silver weaponry?
Yeah.
Yes.
We all
We all
bought it.
For the
have
first
it.
time we went werewolf
Okay.
hunting.
Yeah.
Which is when we first got the fucking.
Yeah, when we first became a team, we
That's
were
right.
We went to the
immediately
armory
outfitted.
and they gave us all the.
Yeah,
I'm so
my hat
nice.
pins are silver. I have a silver stiletto,
Yeah, we have some
and then all
silver
my bullets are still silver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got
Silver
Stabbity,
bullets.
Jabbity, Chops McChoppity. Those are my weapons.
That's when I bought the fancy ass fucking gun.
that was a good one.
Yeah, my amazing rifle.
Really cool.
And they're all silver. It's the
Looking at
match.
my gear, it's like ostentatious cloak, umbrella, money clip, fancy hat, buffalo carcass.
Fancy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put
Fancy
the fancy
buffalo
hat
It
on
really
it.
said fancy hat, ostentatious cloak. And
Nice.
carcass, comma, buffalo.
The Timmy starter pack.
Oh my god.
It's like the
Well, what's fancy clothing? Human skin.
it's like
Bag
the
of teeth.
Outlander. It's like the Outlander background where you're like, and a trophy from your first kill.
Yeah,
or whatever
exactly.
it is, Yeah.
Sack full of eyeballs.
Nice ear.
Bag of teeth. A braid of questionable hair.
This one
a braid
seems
of hair of
extra
unknown
curly.
providence.
Uh,
So does anything happen while we're sitting around a camp talking about Fred's derby?
I guess not. If you guys are just sort of relaying and taking stock of your
What does it mean?
inventory.
Usually have people on watch.
Do we have to go watch for wolves?
I feel at this point werewolves
I
are the
would
least of
be-
our worries.
I would be very reluctant to spread the group too much. Wolves do that.
humans?
Yeah.
I would probably tell Lou at the very least. He's our
I've never worked with a wolf
Alright.
before.
guide. So
Oh, well, except that one that follows me around sometimes.
yeah, I would
and
bring
thinks
him in on that
Peter.
in the sense of
I'm not sure why, though.
if he's the guy and he's scouting like to be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. I'm also gonna give him some of the little bullets that I have because
Oh, so you grab Lou and
yeah,
and
bring him in on this.
okay.
So,
And what?
What did you say?
What? What?
Fine.
Okay.
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 Just
First fairies, now this fucking Shit.
We have obviously been dealing with some troubling situations. And I would just prefer you to not be killed because we need to get to the best.
I mean, doesn't he care
So
so
I'm-
much? I mean, look at that.
Giving you advance notice that there may be some more troubles to be had, and giving you some means to help deal with them.
Look, I mean,
This poor man.
Also, I will pay you extra.
Okay.
I mean, that probably helps.
you don't need.
He's just
Throw money at it?
scares all, man.
It didn't seem to. He's like.
Look, Lou, you don't need to overthink this. You've encountered wolves in the wild before. They do the same things. They're gonna try to break us off from the pack and take us when we're separated. So we just need to not have that happen.
Oh, it's not a problem. It should be fine. It always turns out in the end.
What's your problem?
Huh.
I do like to watch them.
I'm trying not to.
All the videos timing.
Anything else?
No.
Not right now. Maybe later.
I don't know what she's talking about.
She means alcoholism.
It is kind of poison. Of that.
John from the top.
And that's why he's our sneaky second.
You get the giggle as he takes a hit from his flask. Just puts it back. Still bullets.
I shout to Bertram. Is that sack over there? Sack over here. No, I'm not sack. Well, is that what it is inside?
We've talked about that.
That knocked in your pants.
Alright,
He
bring it
hands
over.
you a sock.
Just one.
Perfect home defense weapon.
Please go get the pouch with all of this.
He sensually rolls down the sock, and there's a bunch of silver rounds.
Bertram, why are all the silver rounds inside of a sock?
Related to feet.
Hannah's like Snickers behind her pants.
There's a whole fucking prequel episode right here.
You can read about the adventures of the sack the bullets were in the comic.
Turn away.
That vein in the middle of your involuntarily pulses.
Daryl is oddly
Little
nowhere to
pricks
be
of
seen.
blood in her eyes.
Please wrap that back up. And it's nice mascara.
He like stretches it like you're yanking a chicken head, and whips it and knots it and goes at Lou, and he goes.
I'm actually just kind of looking at it. Never mind.
I learned it from watching you.
Oh no.
That's too many words. I don't know whether to be proud or terrified. God damn it, Bertram.
Bertram, in the last several days, did you eat anything weird?
Ha!
Like
I've been eating those bullets
Please
on
go
the
back
sock.
to the cabin or the wagon. We'll discuss this later.
Did you say we're going to kick
I
him
don't
in the
even know if
distance?
he's mocking me. When did he learn how to mock?
And I just looks at you like with this face. I was like, well, what did you expect?
He's probably been
Okay, fair.
The words I learned it from watching you linger in your mind.
Bertram learned sass.
Super effective.
Yes. Yes.
Lou's holding the sock, the knotted off sock.
You just wanted to say that.
Are
Yeah.
you alright, Sally?
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you still shoot your gun the same way. It's just they might be going a little faster.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, sure. And if no one else has anything else for him, he just sort of turns
He's still like this.
to
No, I'm
yeah,
still fucking dying.
and walks off between two wagons, still holding the sock out in front of him, like
Oh.
like the Grail in a fresco, and as soon as he turns, you can see his boots stop on the other side of this wagon, and a string, in the immortal words of the inspired, string of expletives he then expels still hangs over Nevada to this day, where all can see.
It's a cool man.
I feel too bad for him. Boy's a secret fairy. He doesn't even know it.
Wait.
He's definitely pot Faye. I looked at him.
She knows.
Yeah, he wasn't affected by the
No one eat him.
thing.
No one drink from him.
I think we are planning on doing so anyways, but
So that's what that
Don't
general
do it.
But you can absolutely not feed from him.
I mean, look at this. It says forbidden fruits.
yeah. Why are you looking at me till it'd be like that?
It'd be low.
I have no plans.
Now I'm like,
No one believes that.
I imagine your other servant coming and waving back the street head right now.
Alright, I forgot.
Oh yeah, because the girls
No, I actually rolled I think I only rolled one success.
Yeah.
So
He just got it.
yeah.
And that's how I did it. It would manifest that. Yeah, from that one angle.
he's crazy.
Adonis.
Otherwise,
No.
When are you going to fix that?
I mean, eventually. I have to spend blood to do so.
Okay.
when there's a better supply.
Yeah. It's sort of good. Since our sojourn into the fairy lands, the blood supply has thinned out a bit.
It's anemic, if you will.
I was in
Yeah. Thanks for getting us those seats.
Is that a harmonica here?
I just do some
So,
sorrowful
back
interpretive
when I was
dance.
still in treatment and when I still had my cane,
Uh-huh.
we went to go see a movie.
Practice
see
your
9.
throwing.
We went to go
Yeah,
see
it was at 9. It was a premiere because we
Little-
were all
Yeah,
stoked
yeah.
for this movie.
And it wasn't very good.
It was
Well, that and in the middle of the movie
oh
meter
yeah,
lost
fucked
power.
up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And then we were like, what? And it was like in a really tense scene. We're
Yeah, and they
damn.
had they had to restart it, and then they moved it to where.
yeah, but this was before we could, fucking save seats.
Yeah,
and
this was back in 2000.
So this bitch comes in.
So there were.
It's like
However,
6 of us or
yeah, there were
something.
like 6 of us
It was
there.
a decent crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the crew from Hot Topic.
Yeah.
So there was a ton of us there.
Well, because it was Yumi, and then he was there.
And Jess and Jackie.
Was Jackie there?
Yeah, because it was a Hot Topic thing, and we couldn't go unless we all went
Oh,
together.
that's right.
So
because-
there was a ton of all of us from the store. Were
So
there.
there was one row that was pretty much entirely empty except these 2 dudes. And if they moved over like one spot,
Yeah.
then there would be enough room for all of us. And it was the first row right when you go up,
Amazing.
right up, right when you go up the first steps, at the very upper row. Which is great because I couldn't go very far up the steps because I was walking with the cane and was all fucked up and shit. So
Megan walks up these two
well, no,
dudes.
because one of you
I saw
dared
it,
me to do
and,
it.
and I was like, hey, you know, it'd be fucking rad if
Yeah.
you told those guys, yo, I'm in chemo, could you please slide over?
And so I did.
And she was
And
like,
they were like,
"Fuck
oh my
yeah."
god, yes, I'm so sorry.
So
Yeah.
I went up the stairs, I
I will
hobbled
own
over to the stairs, and I was like, hey, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I'm here with my friends, and I have cancer, so I can't go up the stairs anymore.
Oh, no.
And this was me when I was like, I didn't have any
No
hair.
hair, yeah, no.
I had
Yeah.
thick blonde. Like,
Yeah.
I looked like a sick ass person.
Yeah.
I'm so sick.
Was that the one? That wasn't the one you actually got sick at, though, right?
No.
That was a Harry Potter one where you like you were still in chemo and
It
you like
messed with you.
threw up right after.
I mean, it could have been anywhere. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Harry Potter because of all like the Quidditch
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
moving around.
shit. Yeah.
But yeah, so and the guys were like, oh my god, yeah, no, totally, we can move over. And I was like, I just need to stand over one spot. Like, there's exactly no seats for me to move over. And they're like, yeah, no, totally, oh my god.
They were afraid
yeah.
of catching it.
Yeah. So they scooted over. And then I was like, okay, guys, come on.
And you didn't have to pay your concessions that night. It was good.
So yeah, Megan got us good seats.
That was the one time. The one time.
You pulled the C card.
Yep.
It's good. I appreciate it. So we're terrible people.
Now that we've had
That's
that.
wonderful.
Are you enjoying this premium cancer content?
Yeah, this is not our typical dick fest.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, we can add dicks if you want.
Just dick on.
We'll just peppermint on the side.
Just little pepper dicks.
You guys just only
have a
saw what I,
choice.
you
Yeah.
guys just only saw what I did
Dickercinis.
to
It's
worth a shot.
what I did to Daryl's face.
Yeah. There's been a lot of ball talk.
They're pecker cheese.
Pecker cheese.
Oh, pecker
Because they're
no.
Oh,
pepper cheese, but they're
heard,
peppers.
Okay, I heard something.
Because he
Yeah.
said dickacinis. I'm like, no, they're pepper cheese.
You and me
Yeah, I
both.
heard.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard that later. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. I was like, that's worse, actually.
I want to play the game.
Anyway.
The only kind of cheese you eat.
God damn it.
So much jingle.
So that night passes on,
Okay, so
and you guys sleep for the day, and the next night you roll on through. The temperature is also reinforced by a constant wind.
Still really cold.
Yeah, and now there's a wind chill factor,
Yeah, we don't, but
We know,
all
but
the
it's
humans
the
do.
humans do.
and it's a solid, like constant gust, like just something about
that sounds like it would still be inconvenient, though.
the plains or this open badlands just lets that air just push into everything for days and days. Go ahead and make me some perception plus alertness, because it is a constant. It's a constant noise.
I see.
When we all have that giant clock.
Difficulty 8.
Perception plus.
Because when we were waiting like an hour to turn the corner to go to the church.
So
One.
botched.
You have
So
no
much
idea what happened to
botched.
that stack. It's gone.
I'm very
It's
very
gone.
I didn't botch my
Sorry.
zeroed out.
Did you not botch?
I got 6.
Okay, good. Someone saw stuff. Someone's seeing shit.
Apparently, it's
Come on.
my turn.
You were also fascinated by the sock and look for the second at some point. And are becoming more and more
concerned.
charmed by Bertram.
I weirdly am. I think Pippa's definitely like.
It's interesting counterpoint to
Well,
She's
well,
just like,
as a prop English woman, I need a charity.
yes.
So I have to continue.
You have to go, make calls.
Yes.
You need someone to make calls.
So it's one for you. Yeah, it's just the just that dope. Who rolled for you tonight?
Frankie did, and like super botched it.
Okay.
Super box.
I mean, I was like a
Anyone
minus
is
2.
Frankie the only one who did botch so far?
We got 3
Yeah.
ones. I got
Yeah.
no, nothing else.
Yeah, well,
You-
that's what I mean. Like,
you-
Wait, no, and a 9. Sorry, so
You mega botched?
yeah,
Um,
I'm like seeing.
you're
shit.
hungry.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
Oh, I'm hungry.
You're not hungry, but you're hungry. You want a snack. You want.
Hungry
Want
comes up to you and
things?
says, "Hi, I'm hungry."
You just want
Yeah.
things.
I don't want to eat that. It seems mean somehow. I don't know, like who's nearby?
Good point.
I mean, there's like a small percentage chance I could drink some fairy right now.
There's a.
No.
Actually, you see
I have instructed him to let anyone touch him.
Patricia.
Oh shit.
This is Frankie. I don't touch that. Nah. What's the next thing? Next thing.
What's the next?
Who's the
sushi
next
plate?
unclaimed plate of?
Or sushi
Diction.
caravan.
There's Chet.
You
There you go.
betcha.
Chet won't mind.
I mean, that's like semi okay. I go for that.
Chet's like biting the piece of rawhide.
Seasoning it.
Some good air dried jerky.
Sweat?
He's just using his fist to grind peppercorns into the strap that could probably be a belt. Maybe he uses it to hone his seasoning.
Nice flavor to it.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
wander.
smoky.
Yeah, you wander over and you're like, hungry.
Yeah.
He's like, how hungry?
Really hungry. Not like I'm gonna kill you if I drink too much hungry, but hungry.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Okay. He sort of leans over and is just like,
Alright.
I'm just gonna continue what I'm doing.
however you want to get at him.
Yeah.
He obliges, but he's still like working on that strip.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's not
multitasking. And with your
you.
6s,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
bless you.
I pull a couple out of
They're
It pushed my lungs push out on my back.
Oh, yes.
I heard that.
yeah. So yeah, with a
Look,
6,
oh my God, it hurt.
you don't like it. It's a pipe or a flute or someone vocalizing, howling. It is definitely like each dip in the wind is someone taking in more breath to continue this tone.
It's less of wind and more wind to go.
I'm leaving.
I throw a rock.
Done.
Mike, how are you doing?
I'm leaving this.
I don't know where you're going.
Saddle my horse. And I leave.
And I turn in the opposite direction.
I myself. Forget it.
I will actually share that with the group. I try to leave Lou out of this one. We'll find out eventually.
Oh, hey, Paul. I ate some chat. I was hungry.
Good.
I didn't take it much.
Okay, good.
I mean, just a little peckish.
He's
I don't know.
just twitching.
Man's gotta work.
Just a little bit of chet.
Yeah, just a little chat. Not too much chat. I'm not sure I can take too much chat.
Just a
Wait,
touch of
that
chat.
sounded awful. Damn it! I'm trying not to do it, but why? Like every personality, I'm still doing. Anyway,
Just the nip.
he's
Does any
fine.
of you hear any of this weirdness in the wind?
I mean,
I
nope.
feel weird.
I hear the wind.
No.
There's
But
some.
Bertram has a new sock.
Vince, he only had one pair of socks.
Oh no, I found another pair of wool ones.
Oh, just from.
Almost on cue, you look over and he's on like the backboard of a wagon with his feet out, and then just wiggling his feet. And there's the wool socks.
Well, spoiler, he's going to start expecting something.
There's some good proper
They're
socks.
socks, Mr. Von.
Do you realize exactly?
Schlieven.
Do you realize exactly how much he enjoys feet?
Yes, and as long as it's not my feet, I really don't mind.
I was never clear if that included his own or not.
Hey.
Look how happy he is.
It's foot adjacent.
It's weird, is what it is.
It's
I mean, yeah, it's weird, but still.
She's like,
Well, yes,
like,
but he's so
Yeah.
simple, and he just
Not-
little things make him happy,
I mean, it's cold.
and that's so hard to get these days.
It's cold, and those are some good proper wool socks. So that was fine.
It's fine, but if he starts asking you for anything else, I'm going to come after you and have you buy this for him.
But
Oh, I see.
so I don't know if I'm imagining
Buy
this.
socks. We all
We darn them ourselves.
If I
Well, they're
listen
damn
really
socks.
closely,
That's
I'm
you
so
and
sorry,
I was
Mr.
talking about.
Murray. You were saying.
I was just saying, if I listen really closely, it sounds less like him, more like somebody's playing some kind of wind instrument, or howling, or
Can I make another perception check?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's not someone drinking us, so.
I mean, last time there was something like that. It was those damn bees.
Can I
They
give up
sound like
perception
very
plus
howling
performance?
things.
Since he
Well-
said it sounds like someone's playing an instrument,
Yeah, sure.
and I'm good at music, I might be able to identify the instrument.
Instrument is good.
Also, my
Ew.
Well,
Like SpongeBob.
You know you wanted to make one.
There's the dick joke. That's what we needed.
that's right.
There's probably several skin
get us back on.
And you're
I was
absolutely
like,
right. Fred could make
my
an actual
specialty in
symphony.
performance is singing. So
But that's got to
since
come
it's
after the
a
screaming
body
trumpet.
thing, would I
The
get
screaming trumpet has to happen
Difficulty
first.
6.
You can do a
do I get an auto
duet.
success?
Yes.
That's right.
Oh fuck. No, I don't know.
The
There was three of
screaming
those
trumpet
and
and
four
symphony concert you never knew you wanted.
a one.
And now that you're here, you're kind of questioning why.
Four.
You're like, I still don't want this.
They all went together with the other dice that I had set aside. Which ones they were?
Alright.
I had a one.
Yeah, knowing
Yeah, I rolled them, and like four of them all went right here with the other one that wasn't. I don't know which ones they were.
the kind of things that the skin changers can sometimes do.
He's trying to pull down the mountain.
It's
Follow the voice of the wind.
Just flattening.
Yes, this is a vocalization. It's somewhere between like someone doing a scale or a pitch, or like to start a note, but also sort of like one of those lilting ballads you may have heard back home, where it's just that long, high, mournful note. It's definitely being sustained by something with lungs and vocal cords.
So I know you keep saying that it's high pitched, but I keep thinking it's just Tibetan phrase.
That was totally what I was thinking of. But,
Yeah, but
it's
pitch it up.
high. It's
Okay.
high.
Well, no, it's more of a.
It's like the howl of the wind. Right.
Yeah. When sure.
I was like, I think it's kind of lovely.
When huskies vocalize.
Right.
Like when doves cry.
No. Quite the opposite. But
It's the Twilight Bog.
But it's doing an impression of Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Somebody's gonna be somebody next
It's like
door
the Wizard
is
of
trying
Oz,
to figure out
guys.
whether
We're all
there's a bunch of
hearing
sick
different
dogs in here.
things.
Should we worry? I hear nothing. Chet was very
Are you
Chet.
hearing it too?
Yes. And then
it's
I
very
explained the
soothing,
whole,
actually.
like,
Yeah.
I actually rather think it's lovely.
That makes me feel very.
Mm-hmm.
I got 5.
6.
Because I got my willpower back. From the time I used it all.
So I think the lowest is 4 and the highest is 6. Thank you.
Rather enchanting, huh?
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, and we'll remember to deduct the blood point.
Well, we're maintaining it because of
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
everyone had a feed rotation. Great. All right.
I just got stuck an extra one in.
I put
Between-
afternoon tea.
Between this,
Had an extra
the
snack.
stories we heard, and then Fred's bad dream, like this is making me. I don't know. Maybe the cool wind is being generated by this thing. Who knows? Somebody was enormous here.
Well, I suppose we're going to have to fight.
I mean, obviously, just keep moving until we're out of its territory.
Us, we're gonna shoot him, right? So
I'm
yeah.
just saying, we just keep moving. We can
I mean, it's like dealing with the theft. We just needed to get out. And not pick up any.
We're not trying to stay here anyway.
Exactly.
I have a
For once,
strong feeling.
I agree with you,
Eglantine.
Miss Bellis.
Miss Bellis.
I have a feeling that the thing making this droning song is not going to let us out of the territory without some sort of confrontation.
Well, like
I
I said,
agree
we
with
just
Fred.
gotta keep
You
going
ready?
until it happens. And yeah. I got all my stabby things and my choppy things.
So
And I got a gun, but
I was gonna say,
well, I semi know how to use it.
proactive. and
For
stuff.
some reason,
But we don't know where it is. We don't know what it
Tasha
is
knows how to
either.
use it more than I do.
It's
That
just
doesn't mean
in
you
the
can't
wind.
try.
Well,
Alright,
So-
that's what I'm saying. So we don't want to be proactive about
If I
trying
can
to
avoid
get it.
it, I'm gonna try.
these
I
things,
don't know why we suddenly became Christopher Walken.
these things are predators, and they're
Why
on
not?
their hunting ground, so they are going to try to take
Do you
advantage
have a
of
fever?
the
From our
environment.
cowbell or
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like they're gonna.
Well,
It kind of feels like they're gonna come after us anyways. Might as well just go.
it's not unlikely they're going to try to go after a food supply, too. Meaning,
I just don't think that we should go looking for trouble.
well, they're probably going to try to separate us.
Yeah, all the more reason to stick together.
Well,
That's how
here's
wolves
the
are.
problem. They might try to attack while we can't do anything, which means during the day. So we should probably get to them at night when we can actually fight them.
But wolves aren't daylight hunters. Also, I don't think that's how werewolves work.
What are you talking about?
They don't do that in daylight.
They hunt
do they?
whenever and however they need to.
They're not like us. The wolves can walk the skin whenever they wish.
Like, I just don't want to have to wake up and suddenly something's wrong and we couldn't do anything about it because we're asleep.
To be perfectly fair, that is how we've operated for well over a year at this point, so...
Well, we didn't always have weird bees.
Yeah, but nothing happened with the weird bees. We ignored them.
Okay. You know,
Nothing
it's
happened.
like I'm sitting here thinking
I woke
like
You guys ignored them, yes.
that's a new sentence that I wasn't sure I was going to hear today. Didn't have to worry about the weird. We wake up the weird bees.
I'm pretty sure
nothing
I
particularly wrong with it,
vanished
but-
at some point, and that was not great.
No. Well, we need to take some measures to.
But there's only so much of Chet to go around.
We need to.
I do beg your pardon.
You're the only one on that
I was hungry and I was hungry for more Chet. It was just what I wanted today.
Usually, Chit is
Don't
not
let
boring.
her. I'm hungry for whatever you can get your teeth into.
For the daylight hours, we need to make sure that the ghouls are equipped with silver and weapons that can
Correct.
deal with the wolves.
So we need to have.
Sure.
We need to have plans in place.
Have you talked to your ghouls about werewolves?
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We're about to have the talk.
So the birds, the bees, and the wolves. We're gonna do this.
But yeah, we need in place for what happens during the daylight where we can't help.
I'll agree with that. You totally
No. No, we really don't.
So I mean, my opinion only matters like as long as it's tonight.
I mean, it all matters, but whatever. I'm not getting into this.
Like, seriously, if
felt we've been disposed for a moment.
I mean, I've tried adding to Eliza's journal, but she always crosses the stuff out. It's really annoying. Well, I mean, I write in the margin and say, really? You really said that about him? But I mean,
Because you
God.
scandalize her, and then she writes about her fever dream with Lou and scandalizes the fucking children.
yeah, seriously, this book is really confusing.
Yeah, you tell me about it. I'm not going to attempt to read it. I get a
Should
piece
have-
of it and
Should have a divider page that says, 16 and older. 16 and under.
Yeah, you need spoiler tags in this.
Well, I mean, if it's anything like my journals were when I was a kid, it'd be like,
So I get
Tasha, don't read this in big
I
capital
get
letters.
steal my silver weapon.
Pick up
and,
again after the break.
and tell him to keep it. Let's go.
He takes it as if he's being knighted and says, Alan. Yeah. He's like, of course it was Alan. Absolutely. Excellent. So you have a talk with ghouls, equip
Yep.
them accordingly,
Mm-hmm.
notate,
Yeah.
divvy up your gear.
Distribute some of this other stuff around.
You're going to tell your girlfriend about just werewolves and
I mean, I'm gonna keep
Hey,
my
Delia.
choppy, and I've got 2 knives
Yeah.
to give to whoever's.
I'm keeping my
Yeah.
axe and I'll get my knife.
oh, it's for you, huh?
So, okay. I asked him.
Ooh, not a lot of
I-
gossip around here.
I ain't been 100% honest with you.
Let me guess. You're a vampire.
Okay, well that part's fine. That's true. You just knocked out.
Uh-huh.
So, it's possible that, we are werewolves.
Where what?
Yeah, werewolves.
Where who?
What I said.
Okay.
It's possible that we may have a problem with werewolves.
She starts picking up her skirts like
She
she-
you can't-
she doesn't know.
You can't. The men, they turn into wolves.
So
Yeah, it's a whole thing. So here's what we're gonna do. I got these silver bullets, because the only thing that can kill them is silver.
And Wolfsbane.
We don't got none of that.
Do you have some?
No.
Okay, well
that's helpful.
yes, but not helpful at the moment. So I'm gonna give you some of these silver bullets.
Okay.
You, in case they show up during the day when I can't help you.
Okay.
Do you think you'll be okay?
Well, yeah.
I know you're a tough chick.
Yeah.
Does she have a gun?
Yeah.
And they only go for virgins.
Most of us are safe.
Alright.
Hey! I was like,
Divvy's up.
You're sleep in a bag.
It's like, actually, if that's true, Bill's fine.
if that's true, we're all fine.
Come at me, werewolves.
We don't have a salad.
Or,
It's like,
Frankie Plus.
I'm almost
Yeah.
positive Frankie Plus.
Yeah, Frankie Plus.
No, I am definitely so a virgin.
Yeah, but
All four of you.
But Miss Allen, I'm entirely sure I'm not doing this. That's not very tough.
I'm gonna go do something else.
I'm gonna leave.
Yep.
yeah, she just kind of.
Ooh,
She
look at my
doesn't-
wrist.
She doesn't actually acknowledge
I don't know
the
why.
statement. She's just like, okay, here.
Fred's not, but we're not going to talk about the things that have
We
happened.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't. Yeah,
No
no
one
one
wants to
wants
know about it.
Depends which office.
Which of the five?
Depends on your definition of
That's right.
Are you counting eye sockets or nostrils? I can't.
I'm gonna go chop some wood.
I was gonna say no. I mean seven.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry. Yep. It just came involuntarily. I had to.
I think it's just 4.
I have, yeah, it's potents that Nosferatu's get.
Oh.
I also have 14.
I was just going to say, you're just going to go there and start
I have
like hideously monstrously deformed.
As long as you don't stand from the front, that's fine. Daryl, stand in front of me up here, would you? Right there. Yeah.
I have 2 potents, so I just take
the
the logs
thing-
and just break them over
Do
my
the arm
knee.
trick.
Yeah, do the arm trick. They do like with the dogs and the shirts.
Yeah. You put your arms behind your back, someone else puts their arms through them.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, but this is like taking off broth.
I thought you were
Different.
doing that thing where people like dislocate their arms and like.
No, oh, I heard that though.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh, God.
Dang.
But you mean like the thing that you needed to do to get out
You
of
can
that straight
try.
jacket at the time? You were in a straight jacket?
Oh, yeah. That one time I was on stage at a magician show, and they put me in a fucking straitjacket. And all I could think about was, like, if I tip over right now,
That's it.
I'm gonna break my fucking
You
face.
got face plant in front of everybody, and my
Yeah.
wife's not gonna help because she'll just be laughing at me.
And that asshole was like, alright, I'm gonna coach you through this. You do this, and I'm like standing there, and like none of it, like I have.
If you ever want to learn how to fall and only mildly hurt yourself, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Yeah.
teach
You
you
gotta
several
do some
ways.
stage falling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Like, yeah, we're gonna beat each other up, but first, you gotta fall.
I took self-defense in college and learned how to fall.
Yeah, that'll help.
So yeah.
I learned how to fall. I'm 35 now, so if I fall, I just get hurt.
Yeah.
I
guess I'll die.
Yeah. All the,
You think about falling, and then you hear something crack in your body.
oh, okay.
I'm much taller than I was. It's a long way down.
That's right.
Okay, so ghouls got silver
Ghouls got
silver
learned.
stuff.
Yep.
They
Bertram's
learned
got
about
my-
the birds, bees, and wolves.
Bertram's got my sword cane. I gave Daryl 1 silver bullet.
I mean,
He's
Wow.
like, thanks.
my ghouls care for my guns. They have all my ammunition.
I mean,
have access to them
I
should
don't
they be
really
necessary.
have.
Not so
like
much that I was only trying to give him 1 silver bullet. It's just
Do
literally the
my
only one that I
knives
had in
help?
my dueling pistol.
Yeah, we'll distribute them
Because
around.
Bertram gave the rest of them to Lou.
The one
Yeah.
shot.
You have
Use it
some
wisely.
weapon
You
of your
have
own,
to.
alright?
Yeah,
Pistol with
Tommy.
bullets and like,
What you call it? Ghouls get potents, right?
Yes.
I think the standard rules in the book get potent, so I think it's generally supposed to depend on
What?
Oh, I heard that.
What
You
year?
got funny bones.
Feel free to get a barrel at some point.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Oh
like,
no.
I'm hoping it'll
and
just
if you don't have
travel.
access to it, she has a ghoul.
I actually.
It was too
I have-
easy.
Oh yeah, because you have
She was a bard, I guess.
for fun and profit. All right.
So, because at some point or another, I was going to stat out the dogs and Daryl and
No.
Bertram.
I'm not gonna wipe now.
So
Brought this upon myself.
the dayrise comes once more, and you all scurry into your
Okay.
boxes
Moving
as
away.
the wagons continue to roll along this otherwise dusty but frigid landscape.
I'm cycling through them all of them now.
And as you getting a willpower if necessary, there is a people to the air, a blanket, which becomes readily apparent as soon as you stick your head above any sort of board or out any sort of flap. It's snowing
Oh.
in
Pippa is just
August
Uh,
in Nevada.
happy little shit.
Oh.
Oh, this is so fancy.
Softly, gentle snowflakes. Persists, even though the snow just lately moves to earth. That
So no one's happened, but the wind has died?
yeah, there's no wind at all.
Well, that's not
It's not.
Well, that's, yep.
Is it closer? Do we all hear it now?
It is definitely audible. I mean, it has persistently been audible.
Oh.
It's
Well, I didn't hear it that first.
just that
time.
none of you all knew it was like the wind or something, and it wasn't until a conversation about it isn't the wind,
It's
came up.
someone. Yeah.
and now it is blatantly not the wind, even though it's the exact same noise.
So I just look
I
at it,
never
so
been
I
out
really
west
want to go
before,
into it.
but I'm pretty sure we had the
not be safe.
snow.
I confer with humans. Is this a
It's
Yes,
real fucking
yeah.
weirded out. Nobody likes it. They all thought it was weird that it was cold. It's August in Nevada. It's supposed to be hella hot.
I feel like everyone I'm like,
When at night time, it's supposed to be super close.
I feel like we should just
Oh yeah,
go
no,
after it
definitely
and kill it.
temperatures would drop in the night, but
So,
during the day it has been.
oh, it's been
Well,
cold.
we have to find
Yeah,
out
too.
first if everyone else agrees.
Alright, yeah, this can't last because we
Well, it's gonna kill the oxen and the humans probably.
Oh, the dogs.
So since we're fairly certain that something is causing this, what else prospects?
I do.
Okay. You have a lot of dots of prospects, though, right? You have 3.
I have 2.
You have 2. You have 1. Okay.
I only had the one there.
What should we do?
There has been a distinct lack of spiritual activity since the decline.
Yeah.
No noise from the X. Nothing. Radio sound, if you will.
Oh, it's beautifully snowing.
That
No,
noise.
it's-
So,
I know it's not right, but it's so comforting. So
is there any way? I'm assuming. I think we all assume that it's the Wendigo. It's something. It's the werewolves of some sort doing this in some way, shape, or form.
it's your fault.
I don't know who's is right. They're like
It's
a,
something.
is it you?
That's
No,
not
You don't have music on it?
I stopped mine
It's
already.
somehow-
I mean, it was my.
Oh,
it
is
was
it
my
my own phone?
medicine.
Yeah, it's your
It
old
went off at 5 earlier.
But like,
Yeah, no, I could hear it, but I
It's
thought it
making
was
that
like,
pretty sound.
I'd already turned mine off.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
She's strangely nervous about Bella for some reason.
Oh, well, it's
Strangely nervous around other facts.
Is that mine?
She's too fat to be that fat.
that's funny you should say that
Wow. Because
because she's
Sasha
after
becomes a
Bella.
fucking linebacker when she sees Bella. So.
Damn.
She's straight up hut, hut, hut.
It's an interesting situation.
Yeah. Or Bruce.
So I want to see if between a combination of her level offense and get beat led through like, the spirit realm
Alright.
kind of thing.
So here's
Well, with my third dot aspects, I have Spirit's Touch, which basically just makes me clairvoyant.
yeah. And I figured if we can come with something or get in touch with the other side of the veil with the tree ball, that we might be able to.
The hungry for some fries.
yeah. Let's see if you can draw a bead on that.
I don't know all the benefits of this particular what this rock.
Honestly, what if we stop them when they catch up with us?
Well,
I think that's asking for trouble.
they have the advantage. It's pretty clear now that they can basically just have most of our mortal just
Are you
sleep
going
and
to
they can assist us in.
Yeah, I was already trying to whisper us.
Occult. Or you can use your
I'm not experiencing these things, so I like the first are.
Well, so
your
here's
aspect score in place of one of those two.
That was the same score.
if there is a chance.
Difficulty 8.
If there is a chance that Fred and Mrs. Sterling can track it, the source of this thing.
I go to the wagon and get the spirit ball, spirit stone thing, and we find ourselves a spot to make a little circle.
You're sort of drawn to the center of camp. And as you sort of hold it like the whole hand grenade, so the snow sort of settles on the little bonsai, giving it that lovely capped cast. And it wasn't so unsettling, it would be comforting.
Do you ever know what it is?
That's a
Kinda.
spirit ball.
So it's got a little bonsai going out of it. It's got nice little snow on the top of it.
So we're doing a little seance. So if they do manage to track it, I assume we follow
Miss
Miss
Allen
Allen's.
can help on this. She, like me, is also quite intuitive.
So he starts sort of speaking strangely, or he speaks
to get into
really formulaic, he's noted these things, and you're like, yes, it was all
in a way to do it.
meditation, and also assisting?
Sure.
Or you can substitute your objects. Outside, Bella, for some reason, is camped out in the kitchen,
What was
staring towards my desk.
That means it's a 6 now. So one for yourself.
And you start contributing, sort of like peer reviewing his thesis while riffing on her manipulation of the ether and the
Yeah, I was
spirits.
going to say, what exactly are you guys doing? Like,
We're
what
trying
are you-
to. We're trying to. We are attempting to track the source of this phenomenon. I personally believe that it is the horned creatures that I saw in my dreams that are causing this problem. If true, that means that we may be able to connect to them in some way using this artifact. The artifact was related to the artifact.
So you're holding.
Yeah.
Okay, what is
She's across from him, sort of unconsciously above a fire pit. And
she's above the
I better leave it somewhere.
No, there's a small fire pit,
Okay.
a small campfire,
Uh-huh.
and he's
Yeah.
the fire.
Yeah.
He's about there holding the globe over it,
Uh-huh.
and she's on the other side, sort of like almost like in the antecedent action of globe reading or
Yeah.
of crystal ball reading,
Okay.
and as you come, the soul is respected, and they sort of
Just one.
shift
Just one.
by a few inches to allow you to sort of come in a third, and you are almost like connecting
Okay.
as you sort of agree or counterpoint some of his theorems, but also concur or refine sort of the things that she's outlining as far as tuning in. And effectively, involuntarily, Pip touches the side of the stone with her left hand as your left and her right clasp in a classic seance hold. Shrugs, and yours almost as part of a disregard, and the back of the hands touch, and at that moment the triangle completes. Roll initiative.
Yay!
Wait, how do we do that?
We roll.
You roll a d10, and you add the roll
Yep.
to either your wits or dex, whichever's higher, and your score is your initiative number.
Okay.
I rolled 10 again, so 16.
You got 6 in one of those.
No, I just have a specialty in initiative.
Ah.
I have wits 5 and an initiative specialty, and rolled 10, so I got 16.
Alright, so 16 for Frank.
Currently, Liza.
Frank Liza.
Frank, Liza.
Yep.
We kind of can't get in the same with the dress.
It-
Well, not if I'm going to be idiots. I have a
Who has the higher dots?
Silver bullets.
I have thin bull.
I have 2 in dexterity and 3 in wits, so if she's got 3 in wits, she goes first.
And Hannah?
Hold on.
Nice. Okay.
I'm gonna knock this off the table and chase it.
Like a little kitty puppy.
Sort of like if you've ever seen the special effect where air pressure is pushed in order to make in a ripple effect. That exact same effect occurs with the snow and the ground cover. All of the campfires go out, and standing at various points inside the circle are Indians.
Oh, yay.
Native American. Well, a couple of them are not human. They are in the transition form.
They're not quite.
Human beasts, with the feathers and long knives and hatchets and bows. And there's breath wherever everyone recognize, because they're plain as day to everyone, and the recognition occurs.
Picture of Ralph. I'm in danger.
Frank,
Oh, I mean, my gosh. Elijah probably just like screams, at least for in the beginning.
so almost as if ringing the bell of the prize fight for the night, Liza lets out a screech at the sight of
So,
these garbage.
is anyone close enough to me?
Yes.
Okay. I just like pull out my axe. Because I'm scared.
All right.
Lean into it.
Roll to hit. Is this a silvered axe?
Yes, it is. Okay.
You got a D6 handy?
Yes. Should I roll that with
Yes, please.
which D6 has a 2 on it. 2, 3.
Don't worry.
I only got 1 success off for that though. Because I'm not being very accurate, I'm just scared.
Bad. What did you roll on the D6?
Oh, I got a 2.
2 on the D6. Okay.
I think that's telling which one you picked.
And then how? What was the successes on today?
Only 1.
Only 1. All right.
It's gonna take Eliza a little bit longer to remember her training. Fight with her for.
Well, all I'm stuck with right now is melee weapons. Until Jean-Pierre or someone can get to me.
Oh,
This one was another tattoo. Well, I was trying to swear. So.
You make contact with like the back of the axe,
Okay.
and it's one of the half forms
Oh,
Just-
I'm like
just
so
right
freaked
next
out.
to you. Yeah. And as you sort of hit it, you realize that it seems to be. It's not. You've seen this before. You've seen a couple werewolves
Oh, yeah.
from that
I mean,
first
I
encounter.
definitely have, but
and-
I don't think I was Eliza when I saw it.
This one seems particularly wronged. Like a half human, half wolf person is enough on its own, but this one seems to have different articulations. It very blatantly looks like Fred got to it.
Wendigos are nightmare creatures.
So,
Well, that's
so
not even like
basically-
regular Wendigos aren't like that.
So if I got moved still, I am backing way towards like wherever I think my dad is.
All right. Abe, you see Liza. Eliza?
It's Eliza.
Liza? I'm gonna remember it wrong if I don't.
You're gonna remember. You always remember it.
Don't help me. Yeah, you see her whack this
I don't like
twisted
it.
Garu and start stumbling towards you.
What's wrong with this one?
And just keep doing what you're doing.
I don't want to go near it. I'm scared.
I'll take this one. You take the other ones.
I don't like it.
Alright, what are you doing, Abe?
Oh yeah, I don't like the other ones
I
either.
drop my hat and I charge at this thing with my axe.
The same one?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't do your own weapons. We don't do combat very often enough. I was like, how much fucking melee do I have? I don't know.
However much you want, spend them blood points, baby.
I know, right?
Is she blocking me? That's just gonna hurt. I know.
It is 6 to hit.
Alright. That definitely makes contact. Roll for damage.
Alright. silver axe.
No, I put it in there for her. Yeah.
I'll show you. Most notes are very rich.
Which one?
The wild west werewolves.
Oh yeah.
It's all right. Google did me right.
How he just flops.
All right. Yeah, you take a huge gash out of its gut, because that's kind of where you reach. Like you started the swing at about its chin level,
Yep.
and
It's like almost twice my height.
yeah, it is unsettling that anything should be this much taller than you,
Like,
as you're a fairly imposing figure on your own.
I
Hannah.
look up to keep eye contact.
Hannah screams, tries to push one into the fire.
The fire's went out.
Oh, the fire's went out. Check it out. Hannah screams and then tries to push one out of the way. Basically, she's like, fuck!
Someone roll d6 for me.
Burn some blood points and push that thing out of your life.
Alright. This one has like a bandit. This one has like a bandana and like a bowler. And it's human, in a human form. And you give the shove. Go ahead.
All the courage.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe Lisa can help you with this.
Okay, what am I doing?
You're rolling, well, strength plus brawl. So 2, 3, 4, unless you want to burn some blood to pump your...
Give me the lid.
The way that cat is lazy.
Yeah. Just flops.
Difficulties are 6.
That's face.
Okay,
That's some good side eye.
We had two as well.
Yeah.
It's like pushing a sapling. There was a little bit of sway, but no budge. Alright.
Can I use a free action to like get away from them?
Yeah. You're like, blah!
And then like,
Ah!
yeah. I don't have my knife on me.
Alright.
Cleo! As she screams. Runs away.
Oh yeah, on your turn. He hears you and starts charging towards you through the crowd.
Okay.
Pip.
Pip has a stiletto on her. Is there one close to me? So she pushed that shit out of the way?
Yes. Someone roll a d6 for me, please.
I didn't know. 2.
Maybe roll again.
Sure. Yeah. Roll again, please. Because I don't have any d6s on me, and it's just to see which one it is.
3.
3. Excellent.
3.
You see right next to the three of you.
Thanks, Megan. I know.
Yeah. No. It's a woman.
Okay.
She's a lovely girl with feathers and the buckskin, and you see her also sort of with her hands out, almost as if she was trying to warn you or stop you in some way. But you have the stiletto out.
I
Oh yeah.
like I cock it from its sheath,
Mm-hmm.
but because I'm looking for fucking trouble, hand on it, but it's still like half in, half out.
You hear her intake breath. Make me a wit plus performance. Difficulty 6, and your specialty applies.
Oh, what?
It's the only way I do actual damage.
Extra damage.
It's not her voice,
Oh, it works like example damage.
but she's related to that voice.
Who's related to that voice?
The lady she's stabbing.
Oh.
She hasn't.
I haven't stabbed you. You're all gonna hate me. I let the stiletto slide in, and I say, "Stop."
In unison, there's a blood-curdling scream from all 6 of them. High-pitched, keen. It's as if the wind noise has come into the camp and decided to assault your ears.
Just her? Or everybody?
Everyone.
Everyone.
You see the drooling fangs in jagged array like a crocodile. The growl.
I keep looking at it.
We accidentally pressed like an onion or something into this book.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
You hear this hollow, mournful tone of a wail of the one with the cover. You hear that crisp, beautiful note with pain and sorrow in it. Yeah. The other voices joining in cacophony. And she leaps at you.
You got played.
It's in my nature
Yep. You have
to be this way.
You have to be thorough. It's fine.
Thorough.
Do you wish to sacrifice your action and dodge, so you're splitting your dice pool, or are you going to take whatever hits?
So you didn't take an action before, so
Yeah, and okay, yeah. So you have your full
you
full
have
dodge.
full action.
All right, full dodge pool. Go for it.
Okay.
Dex plus
Which
dodge.
is Dex plus dodge difficulty.
Only 6, because you're just matching successes.
2.
All right. You try and juke and just sort of crumple as it comes at you, but that's exactly where
What
she
she wanted.
pounces. So that is.
Well, we tried.
It's fine.
And now we're gonna get.
Now you know. Now you
Eaten by
can
winter.
murder and
Yeah,
all
now I can murder the
impunity.
shit out of something.
You feel the fingernails rip through your layers and into your flesh, and you take 5 aggro.
Yeah, these are werewolves. So.
Yeah, I know.
I believe you can soak
Is
with
that 5 X's?
You can only
Trash!
take aggro with fortitude.
right.
Yep.
I don't have
5
4.
asterisks.
Yeah, these
Slashes,
are gonna,
bash, X's
these are gonna keep you fucked up for a while.
lethal, and X is aggro.
You can heal ag with blood points, I think.
Yeah.
And like slowly.
And like rest. It's basically like 1 per. you get pizza.
Abe,
No, I thought there was like.
are you going to split your pool next turn and dodge, or are you going to take the hit that's coming because you see this arm swiping at you?
I'm gonna take this one.
All right. It wasn't paying attention or it wasn't thinking, but the arm almost snaps over in a strange, gross pendulum and pops you upside the head for 1 bash.
Okay.
As it sort of glances.
Can I soak that at all?
Oh yeah, that one's just bash, so that one soaks.
Stamina 4.
The one that you tried to push disappears from view again. Just fades. in front of your eyesight.
I just spit at it.
Okay.
You're gonna mark it with your acid spit?
That's right. Yeah, you think you got the market cornered on ugly? Think again.
Fred, you see a hatchet come at you.
Wait, I go first.
No, he's swinging it.
This is
This is
them.
attack roll.
You don't
don't want
want
it.
these.
I don't want it. Let him have it.
You
It's
can
fine.
keep it.
No, I'll take it.
Okay. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4. You would take 5 lethal.
Okay. So it's
Stam.
You got 42.
Nope. So
You okay?
1 success on that. So I take 4 lethal.
Got attacked by a chair.
Take 4 lethal.
Surprises around every corner, but nothing dangerous. Well, maybe kind of dangerous. No, you spend it on your turn.
I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. So I take 4 lethal. Then.
Oh, you only soaked 1?
That's it.
Yeah. But you can.
You not read the clock.
I can't see it.
You have a cell phone.
Yeah, I know, that's why I picked it up.
I thought you just couldn't read analog. You're gonna have a
I
fit.
can read a normal clock. It's just,
I don't know. Some people use rage can't.
It's true. Also very sad.
I'm
You
not
got
being really
old
upset.
shit right this second.
the way I see it, I just see a bunch of little circles and dots. They're dirty. That's why I wasn't wearing them. I
The conscious cleaners everywhere in this house.
haven't seen any.
Go to my room in the drawer of
The
my
two of you
nightstand.
hear barking and yipping from behind, and
Us?
yes, and this horned wolf comes leaping at Axe Dad, and
Our little winter.
let's see here. Did you already attempt to soak, or you
I
didn't die?
attempted
Yeah,
to soak,
okay.
but I didn't
All right.
die.
This one leaps at you. Are you gonna let that one roll on you, or are you gonna? Okay. That one.
You can always soak, can't you?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I meant dodge.
Yeah.
That one sort of collides into you, knocking you a bit, and you see the fangs start to hone in on your leg. Well, your lower back really. It's the best here.
42 dots rolled.
No, you just get the auto.
Get 'em.
Yeah, they're
roll your stamina.
I think
the other 42.
You have to roll 42 to soak aggro, but otherwise,
Yeah,
I
that
think
much.
lethal and
just
Because
moves it.
I don't even think you can use your stamina for aggro. Like it's just straight
no,
fortitude.
it's just straightforward.
Bill, make me a quick wits plus alertness, difficulty 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You hear a whistling through the din, and make eye contact with the one who had the bow. She's whistling at you as the string pulls taut, and you're looking dead down the head of the arrow. Do you wish to?
I'm turn on Slayer.
Oh, cool. So go ahead and spend that blood point to
Oh, I already
activate.
did.
Good. Those will kick in at the end of the initiative. And do you wish to split your pool to dodge, or are you going to let the arrow contact?
Connect.
If it contacts.
Bill's just gonna stare at her.
All right. You see the arrowhead come whistling towards you. And it is going to impact you for 4.
For
Lethal.
and then
So if you wish to soak, you roll your stamina score, difficulty 6, and every success lets you negate one of those. So 4 X's down the line. And you now
you can heal with blood points.
up to however many you can use on your turn, and that helps alleviate your dice penalty. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do that. Alright. Bill, you're up.
Bill draws a gun and aims it right back at the chick who just shot her with an arrow.
Fire away.
Dex plus fire.
Yep.
And then you
And
subtract.
then do I get my auto success for fast roll?
No.
2 dice from your pool for being wounded.
Yep.
But you can spend a blood point to get rid of that.
That's true.
Alright.
It is your turn. You can. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. What's your gen there, Bill? Your generation is.
I'm 10.
Okay, so you get 1.
No, we're just even -1.
Everyone got
There's only 1 die.
soak. Blood.
Yeah,
Usage.
real weird.
Yo, the worst.
I
mean,
got
I'm like
2
Yeah.
successes.
Cool. You add those to your damage.
We are.
Which
Also, I feel you already knew that.
Nothing.
Yeah, not really. You aim straight dead in the eye, and like she just sort of matrixes it a little, and you're like, yeah, it was warning shot.
Didn't botch, just didn't get any success.
Yeah. Fred.
Alright. Fred's doing his usual thing, spending a shit ton of blood. 1, 2,
Oh boy.
3, 4.
Someone gonna be hungry.
Yep. Oh, these things are full of blood though, so.
That are gonna
Oh,
make
yeah,
you see
sure.
the next
So
millennia.
That's fine.
I'm gonna
That'd be great.
You'll be
I'm gonna
furious.
heal 1.
I look forward to it.
I'm gonna heal 1 level of health. I'm gonna spend 2 to bump my dexterity up by 2, and I'm gonna use the last one to pop my my claws.
Cool.
And I'm gonna claw something. What's close to me?
Roll me d6.
3. The one that fucked up Lisa.
Roll it again.
Well, yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. You would have 3
They
right
were
in
all
front of you.
standing in-
Yeah, we were all standing
The
together.
one who she tried to shove is now gone, and
And the one I tried to be like, maybe they're friendly, is on top of me.
Yeah.
that's the one.
Ripping me to
Yeah.
shreds.
Yeah. So yeah, probably that one.
Okay. Yeah.
What are
That's
you doing with the bolt?
big one and the dog?
Yeah.
honestly just dropping it.
Maybe they're friendly, guys.
I'm, at this point,
Hey,
she's
it
being
worked
torn
before.
to shreds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The
That you
ball-
would
the
that
ball
you would
can wait.
that you would be like Hulk.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
So
It's in the fire.
I'm going to. Oh no, the fire's out. So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
the fire's out.
Yeah.
There are no fires.
So then I claw.
There are no fires.
I claw that one.
Fires in my pants.
That's 1 success. So that's enough to actually hit if she's not able to dodge, which even if she was, considering she didn't attack. So.
Roll me a well. They are werewolves. Roll me a d10.
Go.
What's
10.
your roll? 10.
Yeah.
Okay. You do not hit Pip as she sort of like worries her, and you're like
You don't hit me.
No, I know. I'm saying like I wanted to hit the
didn't make
thing.
contact
Oh,
either.
okay. I was like, fuck it, and hit me.
My overarching plan.
I'm getting hit pretty
We're
well.
all doing great.
We're all gonna die here, so.
God,
No,
Tony's
it's
the
like 6
one that
werewolves.
yes, forever.
You feel a blade contact your shoulder.
Ow.
I need that.
Feel free to
shoulder.
suck.
Yeah.
All you need is 1.
Nope.
All right, 1 lethal. The bowler masked individual has joined the melee. Right. Yes. Okay. Let's see here.
Celerity round.
Yeah, no, it just started, and so that's why I'm figuring out who's activating. Okay, yeah.
The bird think it's about it,
The werewolves can do some crazy shit. Yes.
They have some equivalent.
Their supernatural
How many
speed
points do you
is
have,
counted
sorry?
as celerity for the system.
I only have one, so I only get one extra.
Guess I better start activating my fucking severity.
Have that.
I never activated.
John, Abe gets the back swing from the one in front of you without even seeing it across your chest and throat for 1 aggro.
Right.
Roll the soak. Fortitude.
Boom.
Nice.
Don't let me, bitch.
That's right. Nice. Let's see here, and then. You see the singer sort of like push you into it more.
Okay, cool.
Nice
Dig me in.
pip
Shape.
shaped and extracts herself like straight up Hollywood stuntman backwards sweep out of this fray. No longer in melee range. And
So 2 attack?
no, just the one.
The singer, but she wasn't the singer.
Yeah, she was.
You said she wasn't the one, it wasn't coming from her.
This is I'm using it
She
to
was
reference.
related to you
Yeah.
were like.
Yeah.
She's not the one, but she's
the voice is the
definitely
same one.
of
Yeah, I'm
that
using that
same-
I was like,
to reference.
Yeah, the nice lady who you thought was nice that
Thank you,
and
thank you.
eviscerated you.
just rub that in.
Yeah.
A little salt right here. It's fine. Right
okay.
my
So what's up,
heart.
Bill?
I'll rub it in that wound, the gaping chest wound you
Right
have.
here, yeah.
Bill's gonna
Right in my
spot
ball.
for one shot now. She's got 2 guns, so she's just, and they've each got 6 shots in them. So she's gonna point both of
A
them.
quick draw allows you to do so during celerity rounds.
Woo! Quick draw that shit.
Same kiddo.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I do it since I have 2 separate guns? But I'm firing at the same time.
Oh, so there's rules.
Yeah.
Double check. So
I don't
-1 because of the.
Yeah.
Although you can spend another blood point since you get a celerity round to push up another if you want.
I'm gonna cough it
Not
all over
necessarily.
everybody.
Well,
Can I
you know, you make the choice.
How I
Yeah.
can, can I like obfuscate
Yeah, that's pretty
ambush,
instant. You pay your blood and
and
it's...
then again? Is that a thing?
Firing 2 weapons.
I don't know if you can obfuscate again. Try it.
Obfuscate lasts for the round, to my knowledge.
But what if you attack though? Isn't that actually?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I don't
break
have
you out of
like
Yeah.
more than 3.
I don't think that you'll be able to...
Unless you're
react
using
properly.
ranged, like with Griga with her guns, like, because she had the obfuscate and the quiet. Well, she also had the quietest.
Negative.
Obfuscate plus Critus is
Bill.
attack.
Sorry.
It's
Negative an
weird.
additional die for the extra
But I
weapon.
don't got that.
Okay.
And then
I
you
I'm
think,
only
I think
using
you can
obfuscate to
obfuscate
make
and
it
attack. I don't know that you can
What's up?
re-obfuscate in the same...
Can I activate
Round, unless
resistance?
Tony
But could I also, could I,
Same.
If you can spend the blood
You
point
can
for
probably
it, you're
try to
you're
stealth.
8. You're 10?
I don't
Then
even
no, you
know.
can only-
I
you
don't
can only
know
bring
how
one
this
a turn.
works. I've only did it once ever.
5? Excellent.
White wolf rolls.
All right, and those 2 are both silver. Cool.
All my bullets are silver.
Well, that was just your attack roll. wasn't it?
Yeah, that was just my attack roll. I haven't rolled.
Oh, haha, roll damage.
Yeah. You didn't tell me if I hit or not.
Yeah, it hits.
So
Okay.
all your successes of your attack
Add
get added
to your damage pool.
Okay.
So 5.
I told you, you can go upstairs.
I don't
Do
think
you
you-
want to
it's the successes are just
Xbox
other-
and watch
the-
a movie?
They had the pool,
Whatever,
your
got
damage
switches
pool, or
up
is
there.
it
Yeah,
the,
that's your damage pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do for.
No, yeah, that's fine. I
It's
didn't.
okay. You can go do whatever you need. My switches upstairs. You can watch TV, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Are you?
I'm not offended.
The difficulty is 6 on this because
I
it's your damage.
know.
But it's
Well,
still.
This is really why I hate
Yes,
the damage
you
system
asked
for this
me
game.
for
It's
it.
like,
One
I
is
hate
all
you.
cancelled.
It
Oh,
doesn't
that's
actually
right.
do
One
any
shot
damage.
cancels.
You
One,
like
two.
You're gonna have to
Okay.
get used to that.
One's
don't
all cancel
They
damage.
just don't count. That's right. Okay, so 2.
Whole damage success things. frustrates me in this game.
All right. Cool. Starting around over to the top. Frank, Eliza.
I'm
There.
trying to figure out how the fuck to ambush things. I don't know anymore. Like,
So you run your obfuscate,
yes,
which drops you out of observance,
yes.
Okay, with a tall chest of drawers
and then
in my room against the wall.
And then I approach and I do I roll
On the
the
left side
dexterity
is
stuff and
the
then
controller.
or do
Okay,
I
so
not
it's
have to do that because I don't.
Because it's like flashing on and off, like there's a
Yeah,
And
that's
then
not
I just
the right
using
side.
the discipline
Just
challenge
on the side.
action, like I don't know.
It
I
does.
tried looking it
Maybe
up
not have
between
double on that.
this my last turn and this one, but
No,
It's called Sasha.
no idea.
we do it live. It's okay.
Okay.
So you're going cloak, unseen.
Yeah,
There's,
two
like one
double.
that's like right place.
You're going unseen. All right.
That
cool.
one, thank you.
Yeah, wits plus stealth
Really fuck with it.
Okay.
because you're in the middle of melee combat.
Echo.
And let's go ahead and do 6.
Because you only come out obviously if you like make a noise. You can kill someone silently and no one else will see you.
Yeah.
5.
Cool. So you slip out of the area, and then yes, from there you want to ambush with the axe.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to ambush? Do you want to ambush the half form or the wolf form?
Gosh. I think right now I'm like, who is being hurt the most that I can like help with?
The big one is hurt, but that smaller one is kind of biting in the ass right now.
Okay, I'll take ass biter.
All right. Run up on him and make an attack roll.
Yeah, this is biting me in the ass.
Oh, I mean. Oh, also, where in my turn can I actually spend blood points to add to my physical? At any point? Or?
Yeah, at any point.
Okay.
Up to your max. Oh yeah, you're 6 or 7,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I am 6,
Yeah.
and I am going to
Gross.
add 2 to
Broken
each.
Malkavian.
I am
All right.
not broken.
And it lasts.
I'm
for-
very impaired by my.
Everyone's broken in werewolf. Right?
Yeah, it's a little bad. Yes.
Okay, so.
Um,
1, 2,
It lasts for the combat too. I think. When
Yep.
you spend
Yeah.
blood point.
Yep. For the scene.
Okay.
Yeah. My roots. That's why I think the
6,
two are so
7.
because
All
it's
right.
fresh
You
and
make
bleached.
contact. Like you
Oh, is it
almost
all
straddle
the
the
same
thing
like
if
it's
you
all-
could,
Okay.
and
so
you
she
bring
put,
that axe
like, out.
straight down on its neck. Roll damage.
Yeah, when I
Because it's
pop back
ambush.
into
And there's two little spots right here that just like
visibility on,
She
I
just-
scream,
she-
"Don't bite my dad's ass!"
And then she sends it, right?
In a very ladylike voice.
Because
So,
it's ambush,
there's,
you
like,
get to
darker
count all
almost black
those
bits.
attack successes into your damage.
Yeet.
Like, which ones actually, wait, count all of those?
All of those.
Oh.
Ambush in melee basically makes your melee attack act like a gun.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's what it is
why
right here.
I'm doing it.
she cut
Um,
off all the other shit.
Yeah.
I don't have
That is
the
now
axe
like
damage on
right
here. What is
Yeah.
it?
It's like
Strength plus 3.
She's
Okay.
tried to put it in each of those
Oh,
areas.
jeez, am I rolling like 15 dice for damage?
yes.
That's right.
Because you're a
Yeah.
broken 6th gen.
That's right.
That's how you do.
Yeah.
Murder that son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's because it's fresh. Yeah. No, I was just curious as to whether or not she was just like, oh, I don't even know do it.
Abe, you're on deck.
Mhm.
So let's just add it here.
God, I
So
feel
that's
like
what's in the And I like it that way.
No, no, I
Yeah, because
no,
also
no, I
it's
was just
a
curious to know how she's.
Yeah, but that fucking bitch
6,
from
7, 8,
fucking
9.
Malta
9 damage.
really fucked up my hair.
9?
Mm-hmm.
That's your silver axe, right?
Yep. Silver axe.
I had which alt did you go
The one with the plant? No. The one, yeah, the plant.
I got a
Perfect.
crazy look in my eye there. I'm just like,
to? So I went to
I've been to a couple.
I gotta
They've all
channel
just-
something else other than my lady likeness
Robin
to make this
has been
happen.
doing my hair as well.
That's right.
So the last time I went to Alta, I complained because I wanted to get something done, but I didn't have enough time to do it that day. She's like, we'll come in for a test. And then when I
You
did the
snap
thing,
through
and I was like,
what
I
you
don't
know
have
to
time
be
for this. We need
a
to
spinal
put this down
cord
so I can
and a
sit in the
jugular
papers and have the papers
and
and so
an
she
air
told another
and a
worker there
and a throat.
that I didn't realize
and
how expensive
I'm just like
it
covered
was
in
going
blood.
to be.
There's a
So
whip
they're doing something
of the
different,
body
so it's cheap.
as it hits the ground and
And
morphs
she's like,
into a young
So
girl.
I have like a tiger stripe right here, but no
Okay.
patch.
I'm just like, well, I'm totally gonna be cry, scream, like, why'd you make me do it? I had to.
Something ticks that you're hurting your own family.
Like that's what it feels like to me.
Yeah. Because she's kind of these people. Just not the werewolfy part.
Okay. Do I have to roll anything? Like, are my virtues gonna make me do things and or humanity and
No
or
one's
something?
being
You
polite, so I'm
Okay.
you feel a loss of something that perhaps understood you, and now that will never be there again.
Well-
Even less of the world will understand you now.
Wow, man, that made me sad. I mean, if I had,
Meanwhile, Pippa is bleeding out, so...
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
seriously, like, can I blood pool to cry even though I spent all my blood points for this turn? Because that's what I want to
sure,
do.
yeah, involuntary blood loss
Yeah,
is
there you
totally
go.
acceptable. Thank you.
Okay, all the blood loss. Woo. So yeah, I'm just like crying over this body. I had to do it. You're biting my dad. I don't want you to bite my dad.
All right, Abe.
You made me do this.
You would nod in appreciation at that. It was clean. It was good. It was sharp. She put oomph into it. She doesn't normally put into it. And you're like, that's right. Girl's holding out on you, and that's okay. But
perfect.
meanwhile, there's all of this
Oh yeah.
up in front of you.
This thing. No, I'm
It's still
focused
there.
on this thing.
Still there.
I'm burning a couple blood points to boost my stamina because this thing's gonna come down on me sooner or later. And then I rear back and
Swing again.
yeah, I
Alright.
swing. I aim at the same spot, like I'm filling it through.
All right. Roll to hit.
Yeah, lumberjacking.
That's right.
That's what she said.
Oh, no, that was caught. Oh, that was caught. Thank you.
Yeah, I went to the ultimate.
5 to hit.
All right, you hit. Roll damage.
I think it was the one on
I did there too, and they
No.
she fucked up my cut.
Oh, that girl.
It's just so rude. I'm finding this one.
I like the one over by like the girl who does my hair, who does the green for me, is that the one over by the
4
Bass Pro Shops?
damage.
Yeah.
And she's super cool. She's super nice.
4 with the silver
She's
axe.
really
Yep.
good, but,
I've hit
Yeah,
full
you,
backstories and different ultas, and I'm like,
yeah.
which is why I'm now traveling to Kindred to get my hair done.
Oh, because Allie.
The gut that same gut hit. You get in there and sort of
So
the initial contact doesn't do anything. But once you get in there, you're like,
I
yank.
think it was at that one.
That's right. Oh, I pulled as much shit as I can.
and it pulls it forward towards you, and the keening noise that it had been making before sort of chokes out as it collapses onto the ground and morphs back into a human man's form. And the affectation of his form is reflected in his ornamentation, bone and wood and stone worked into his flesh, piercings. There's even antler piercings through his flesh on his skull. He was into body mod. It looks real rad, actually, but
Yeah, it looks rad, but he's dead. So
yeah.
dead.
Abe lets out an uncharacteristic, like low, guttural growl, then takes a second and just closes the eyes of the fallen, And I turn to Eliza and say, "Grit your teeth, girl. The family's in danger. We gotta move."
Anna.
I mean, trying to calm myself down. But she's native to.
Off to your left,
Why do we have to
there is a
fight?
girl with a bow trading shots with Bill from
Yeah.
across the
Sometimes it doesn't
expanse.
make sense.
Right in front of you,
But I don't want anyone to die. So
behind
I'll do what
Fred.
I can.
there's the one with the
The
bowler and the
sister
hat
is in danger,
with
so we
the
go do that.
stone dirk.
Yes.
Was he the one who stabbed me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who had just attacked Pip has one off back and is reassessing where she's going to hit. Face the screen. And wits plus alertness. Actually, hold on, let me see. Let me double check this. Or do one of those two sound good? Or one of those three sound good for a target, or you want?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, which one do you want to hit?
Where's the one next to Pip?
It has jumped. Oh, sorry. So the one with the bowler is the closest to Pip currently behind Fred.
Who was trying to stab? Who currently stabbed me in the back with it?
All right. Yeah, Theo has come up. Are you going to jump at him, or are you going to take the thing from Theo, or?
I'm gonna try and jump
Okay. Dex plus, or strength plus brawl. You going to burn blood points to juice, or?
out. Not yet.
Okay.
Can I? You said strength plus both.
Yeah.
4 dice plus. Difficulty
6.
1, 2, 3. 3. Okay.
Well, for you.
You slash and savage, and he sort of like weaves and bobs, just barely missing your claws.
Damn it.
Let's see here. Pip.
Can I like Black Widow screech somebody? Or not Black Widow, Black Canary like screech.
I mean,
Can you?
I mean, I can use performance. I also have.
I don't know if that's like the power that.
Yeah, I know, cause like I wanted to use
there's a
her.
clan that does a thing like that.
Yeah, but I know. Okay, so I want to use
Sisters of
presence and use my entrancement
Sure.
to like counteract their singing and try to like sing
Nullify
them
it?
docile to me.
Like, should find an opposite note?
Yeah.
Like the brown note?
So you just make them all take shit.
They all just dump.
What? Everybody just dump ass.
No!
Because I have
like this.
Stay steady, babe. She's gonna jump down.
I have the merit enchanting voice
Right,
plus the entrancement
right.
plus my singing proficiency.
So you're attempting to
Performance.
accomplish a calming of emotion. Which one are you going for? Are you trying to neutralize the sound, or are you trying
I
to?
want to docile them,
Okay,
which is neutralizing their sound, is it not?
you don't know.
Okay.
Do you want to, or make me a wits plus occult? Difficulty 8.
One.
You don't think they're related?
Okay, but I still want to make them docile
Okay, cool.
with my voice.
With
So, like, you're gonna charm
with
them?
entrancement.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, go for it. Appearance plus empathy.
I have.
What's up?
A specialty in appearance.
Well,
I have sweet talk charisma and sweet face appearance.
I don't know if the sweet
No.
face works at this
Okay.
point.
neither does the sweet talking. Sure.
Okay. So I'm using charisma and
You're using appearance plus empathy.
yes, but my sweet talk is charisma.
Well, then you don't
So
get to
that's
use
why I'm.
Okay.
That's why you were like, oh, okay, and I'm like, so I'm using charisma now.
Oh, a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Appearance plus empathy. Roll.
I'll keep that one. Difficulty.
Donnie.
Uh,
Girl says their songs are super balls. Why would they say that?
5.
4.
Which one are you targeting? Because this doesn't have a mass appeal. Unless you wish to try and split up the successes.
Something near me that looks particularly ferocious.
Well, there's that one. That's
Bring me in the back.
Yeah, I'll get that one. Because the one that attacked me is out of my range now.
Alright, yeah, you do what you do. And his head sort of whips around towards you, and the dirk is no longer targeted. It's still raised though, and he's it. There's somewhat staggered. What are you trying to convince it of?
Well, entrapment makes it like bend to my will.
Sure.
So stop.
Stop stabbing things.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And as a move action, or whatever, I unsheath my stiletto.
All right.
And I just kind of hold it at the ready, but to the side.
What is going to be the second one?
I don't. If I'm entrancing it, I don't want it to think I'm hostile toward it.
He slips from vision. Let's see here.
That's what I need. What should I can say?
Everyone make wits plus alertness checks. Difficulty 6.
Intuition count?
Yes.
Okay.
Nope.
5.
1.
Was it difficulty?
6.
2. 5. You manage to close your eyes as a bright flash of white light pierces through the clearing.
7.
You're able to see the one werewolf who had been standing at the edge of the circle gathering snow around herself.
Huh.
And you watch as it's like a bright flurry of sun through a snow cloud that sort of pulses through the encampment.
Sweet.
For some reason, your position lets you completely ignore any adverse effect it has. 5, 7.
Got 2.
I got 0.
Okay, you take 3 aggro and are blinded for 3 rounds.
That's soakable.
What was yours? Yes.
With 4?
Yes. 1. You take 4 aggro and are blinded for 4 rounds.
Is that on top of, or do I add?
You compensate with them. So go ahead and make each of those
Yeah.
aggro. Actually, I think it cascades down, but let's do this. It's better.
Otherwise, I'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of us would die.
Yeah.
Because I got 0, so I'm just going to take 5.
I'm pretty fucking
Yes.
old.
Wow.
Let's see here. Well, because you had the 5 successes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you 0 out. That's good.
Cool, because I already had 5.
Yeah, you just had that,
Yeah.
and it sucks. How many did you have? 0. You take 5 aggravated and are blinded for 5 rounds.
Hey,
Well.
it's like I'm Saoirse again. Only with guns instead of arrows.
You probably still have jerky eyes though. At least.
I scream that I'm blind at Theo.
Are you blind too?
Well, I turn on my Auspex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took damage, so I'm
If I can't
assuming-
use one, I'll use all the others.
Well, I mean, Eliza's actually.
You hear shoot!
Fuck!
Blinded, right? I can't see anything.
I saw who did it. I'm going to go for her.
You do that. Yell if you need help. Because I can't see.
I'm sure you're
Pip, that one that had leaped off of you is now leaping back at you. It looks like she's going to connect, but it doesn't look like she's going to land claws. Are you just going to let her pounce on you, or are you going to try and dodge?
I just take out my knife.
As a reaction, yes.
Yeah.
And that'll split your pool on your next turn.
I'm not gonna dodge, I'm just gonna
Okay, cool.
stick the knife. Because I don't have very good dodge.
Alright, so
I'm like, I don't want to fail again and take another fucking 5 aggro.
so that's, I believe, strength plus melee, and then minus 1 die,
Which is not great either.
and then minus all the other die from being damaged.
So you can't roll any time.
You always get at least 1.
A 9.
Nice, you hit, roll damage.
It's silver.
Yep.
Okay, so it's strength plus 1. And it's a 6.
Yep.
Is damage affected by your health?
No, you always get full in that. 1 hit.
I rolled a 9 and a 4.
Yep, that sticks.
Trying to be nice to you!
Alright. Okay, Bill. With plus alertness to get your bearings besides sight. Difficulty 6. You kind of know where you are, and you
I have my Auspex on. Is that...
difficulty. Oh, reroll difficulty 5.
Okay, just roll things.
Same.
Okay. This is.
Doesn't help
You're
at
not
all.
used to having your to being deadlights, so it's yeah. Yeah, you have an awareness of where you are, and you know that something is still shooting arrows at you. Do you want to try and pick a shot back at where you had previously?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Single gun, double barrel.
8 days into September.
I mean, right now, I think they split the difference. Shoot both of them.
Sure.
What was the...
So what happens when
So-
I
So minus 1 die for double barreling.
And then minus
All the die from damage. And then your difficulty is going to be 8 because it should be 6, but you're dual wielding plus you're blind. Mhm. Nice. Roll damage. And you get your full damage plus the 1.
Do I do it twice since there's 2 dice?
Yes.
I do that last time.
You should do that.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3 damage on one gun, and 1 damage with the other.
You hear the satisfying noise of bullets hitting flesh, and you grin through your lack of sight. Well done, Fred.
Okay, so I can't see.
Only can't see. Voice plus awareness.
Yeah.
Difficulty 6.
She's still shooting now. Is that good? She's still
Bring on
standing in the same place.
Sick. You have an awareness of where you are and what was going on.
Okay. I didn't see that guy behind me who stabbed me disappear, so
No.
I'm basically gonna wheel around and try to swipe at him,
All right.
whether or not he's there right now. I am burning 4 of my hit points, leaving me 1 left.
Ooh.
Because I
Wow.
have 5 levels of aggravated damage, so
Wow, look at Dave.
Ooh.
I'm doing my dexterity and strength both up to 5.
And then it's final death or potential torpor, you know. Choices.
Okay.
Feel blood.
I
So
hope they're not crazy.
dexterity plus
Feed them enough blood.
-2.
You can get into the arrangement.
I mean, I'm already there.
2
The
successes.
Cappadocians are
Roll the
crazy.
hit.
Fortunato,
That's
at the level he was at,
That's
could
right.
actually put
Sorry,
vampires
roll
into
damage for
torpor.
2.
Okay.
Roll damage.
And basically grab people by the throat and torpor them.
Damn.
6.
Yep. Go sleep.
You can take, so you can do finish straight sleep now? I mean, combo?
1, 2,
Yeah.
And coma.
3.
Yeah.
You can do it to yourself.
You feel
3 aggro.
you feel a
Hide
satisfying,
If you're
crunch
particularly wounded,
as your claws
you can go
in
into
contact
6
with
buttons
something, and you hear a from behind you.
That's you.
3 bullets left.
Oh no. Again.
Always. I was like, oh, mostly you feel so great afterwards. I'm like, fuck you, it hurts so much.
Like sleeping?
Frankie from Margaret.
Oh, sorry, you meant your
He'd be like, sorry, no, my ex-boyfriend.
Fucking
He would sneeze and be like, oh, that felt great! And I'm like, I fucking hate you. Because every time I sneeze, it just inflates my lungs really fast, which pushes back against the backside of my rib cage. It's like my demon wings are trying to come out, but they can't. It's really painful.
Pip,
Yes.
you see a claw from the one in front of you lash out. Are you going to try and dodge?
The one that I'm like, got shish
Yep.
kebab?
Mm-hmm.
I like how no one is like even bothered with me. They're just like, I can touch that tip.
Bill, you hear another.
Alright, I mean, can I try to like whack away?
Sure. That's that'd be a parry, so that's Dex plus
Good God, thank you.
melee.
Yes.
-1 minus your wounds
Still leaves me with 3.
and difficulty 7.
Helps me sometimes.
Bless you.
Resume side. water.
Oh, fuck, yes. 4. To just be like, no!
You came this close to like smacking me.
Wow.
I felt you touch my hair as it went by. Woman?
What?
Do you want to split some more for a reversal? Since you made it a parry, I'm allowing you to take advantage of this to try and turn it into a move.
I got one hand dug into her fucking side, and the other hand just swiped away her hand.
Yeah. From there,
So
where would you like to twist?
I'll like to just lean forward and take a rip out of her throat.
Sure. You want to bite? That's strength plus brawl.
What's another dex move? Something else dexy I can do.
So Dixie.
Oh, Rexy, you're so
Twist it.
Okay.
Dex plus melee.
Minus 3. Difficulty.
7.
A 2.
Alright, roll damage.
Should have spent XP to get over first.
It's always that.
You
It's
see
like I'm gonna sit on this.
Yeah, you see the wound opening further. Bill,
Yeah?
just celerity round.
Drive that fucking silver into her body.
Shoot it again.
Nice.
So it's minus. I'm only gonna do with one then this time.
Okay.
But it's minus 4.
It will be 7.
1.
Alright. Roll a hit. I roll. Yeah, I'm sorry, roll damage.
I was like, I used 2.
Roll your damage.
Was there one success?
3. Silver bullets. Ripping. Keep track of fucking bullets and shit.
Yes, please. Otherwise, I will penalize you.
No, I've
another
been
way.
doing it. I'm writing it down.
I'm letting others talk. Yeah, you hear the, and a half a breath later, a crumble.
Hey guys, I think I got one.
Those of you who can still see can confirm that the one with the bow goes limp.
Several of us are gurgling on the ground.
Yes. Hands a fool!
Eliza.
Literally.
So, snow person. How can I
Other
reach
side
them?
of
Princess Snow Kaguya.
you can get to them. Do you have celerity?
Nope.
You
I
can get
started,
to them,
I started rewatching it again.
but can't dig into them this turn. Or you can get them with a ranged attack.
So silly. So
I mean, I can throw my axe, but I don't know how far I can throw that.
Well, how much strength do you have currently?
5.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will do that.
You see, you throw the axe
Months
into him.
of fucking training.
You
I'm
throw
not
the
gonna
axe
be-
into him, and then you run up and pull it back out of him.
I
and
mean,
hit him
yeah,
with
of
it.
course. I mean, I am
You
gonna
know how to
do
do
that.
this.
But, okay.
Strength plus
Like
ranged.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Wait, what's
oh, you
what's
so
range?
Or dex plus.
Yeah.
Athletics?
Well, I have one.
I was gonna be like,
What do you have
Back can't
besides
see
melee?
That's
I'm
not
what
looking the
skills
right
I
way.
have that would
Yeah.
apply?
Arm.
I do not have firearms. I
You
have
have melee.
I have melee. I have athletics. I have
should I
dodge.
have been
That
adding my
doesn't work.
fast draw? Casualties, all my rolls.
No, that allowed you to whip them out first time, and also for like.
I mean, there isn't anything that else in the throws
Or the athletics, or
that I know of, anyway.
So, for like Dark Ages, it was.
I mean, when I was Ebola, who also was a thrower, I used athletics.
Really? Is that what we did?
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
sure.
If not, then what? The performance?
No, I know that there's a role for this. I can't think of it right now.
Oh.
But,
I mean, I don't want to cheat or nothing. I just don't know what it is.
Thrown. Where's range? Dex plus firearms or Dex plus athletics? Yeah.
Oh.
Dex plus athletics. Thrown weapons.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
One, two. Wait. Four.
Hits. Roll damage.
And run after that axe so you don't lose it.
One, two, three. And I do actually move towards
All right.
that point.
She sort of crumples as it hits her. Just sort of like falls to the ground, not expecting it, and starts rolling away.
So I'm like, wait.
Yeah, you should get farther in there.
All right. So that was Eliza. Abe.
Well, I'm blind,
Wits plus alertness.
but I'm trying to zone in on where Pippa is. So that's what I'm trying to focus on.
Give me some successes, and we'll see how well you can read the battleground.
Difficulty?
It's a 6.
4.
All right. You have a pretty good awareness of where things are. You heard the whip of the axe, the thump from a distance, and the trot. Yeah, you hear the gurgling. You hear the gurgling and strain of two well-tuned ladies grunting at each other, distinctly from your left. You know exactly where it is. You have a pretty good. All of you're attuned currently.
Okay.
Little like a really bad daredevil right now.
Perfect. Real ugly daredevil.
On the ground, be tough.
So if I have an idea of
you're
where
a Deadpool
Pippa's
daredevil?
assailant is, I actually take off at a sprint, and I'm gonna ram right into that bitch.
All right, strength plus roll. Difficulty 6. Yeah, okay. You know where she is. Six. Sweet. You feel the contact. Go ahead and roll your strength for damage.
Potent supply.
Heck yeah.
They are so cute.
Five.
All right. You hear a resounding crack noise as
I'm not on
she
it.
flies in the other direction, almost equidistant to where she had leaped previously.
With my stiletto attached, or am I holding on to that still?
Roll me strength. Difficulty 6.
So she has my stiletto in her gun still.
Roll me dex. Difficulty 6.
Minus all my shit.
Yeah.
I kept my knife.
No,
7.
but you
Oh, okay.
but you managed to twist a bit more as it went with her.
Fuck you!
Actually, no, that's a damage roll. So go ahead and roll full damage minus the 1 that you just rolled. I
So
believe it's strength plus
Strength
melee.
plus 1.
Strength plus melee for. Oh yeah, strength plus 1. So it was one more die. Okay, yeah.
So just.
Did you get
just
another
the
one?
one die?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just one die.
Well, it was 2 total, so you rolled 1 and now second.
And 10.
Okay, we'll roll again. All right.
Wait, do you actually split on damage? I hadn't even been doing that.
Yeah, you can.
What?
I'm pretty sure you split on any dice roll.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you did.
Yeah, the only difference is that one
Ones
spell
don't-
cancel is
don't.
successful.
I
Just
made-
get split pens.
Deanna said something about shoes, so I started quoting, oh my god, shucks. And she didn't know what it was, so I made her watch it the whole time. She was like,
All right, Miss Allen.
like, this is the good shit when I was like, what was your age? We were
Yeah.
so
Wits
To the internet
plus
child.
alertness.
Wits plus
Why is it a
alertness.
gun playing this? Because it's my body.
Laugh already! Don't ask questions.
And then we watched Mean Girls.
She doesn't even go here.
I just don't want to feel well, you can go.
Six.
Once
I
that
forgot. That's what was fun.
1, 2, 3.
Abe just sort of charged with an almost like
1, 2,
beast
3.
growl, but as soon as that bitch tumbles away, I'm gonna get it. Are you alright, Mrs. Sterling?
I think I shall continue my afterlife.
Good.
But
I
I
can't
would-
see.
3.
Oh.
Hey, you neither?
Yeah, no. Hey, Bill.
4.
Over to
We're all playing Marco Polo like, out there.
Yeah.
Marco.
Hey, Marco.
She kept
Somebody-
going.
Somebody
Yeah,
follow me.
Somebody
I don't
with
know
a
where I
fucking
am.
bandage in
Um,
his leg.
your
Marco.
decorum will not be undone. And you also have a full sense of Fred, maybe where the shadow person was,
Shadow.
Mrs. Sterling on the ground with Abe
Yeah,
being
no,
like, I'm fine, but I'm at your service, and she's like, oh. This sort of, oh, make me a willpower check.
Oh no.
Difficulty 5.
Don't eat any werewolves.
Oh, who am I sharing this?
There's something that went
Legend.
splat
A
off
coach.
over this way. You're pretty sure it was the werewolf that was on her. You're good.
I had 3, but there was
Good. There's a lot.
Sports version.
You're good. There's also a scuffle or scrambling going off over here, which is where you think the blinding light came from, but you also hear at your feet going towards it. Bill over there, you too, and yeah, that seems to
Can't see
be.
nothing.
really not much to see.
Yeah, there seems to be.
Somehow doubt that.
There seems to be the two sort of
Carnage.
That's
sort of thing, and maybe a
Just makes
third.
me want to see it
somewhere.
more, honestly.
What would you like to do?
Have I reached for you yet? Have we done it?
Oh yeah, Theo's right next to you.
Okay, cool.
He was like,
Got one.
where's fucking Jean-Pierre
No.
with my
As I
knife?
put you I broke my
That's not really you
leg
right
that
now.
flew in
So
this
Theo
direction.
has.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he should have been. He should have
Put
been.
my leg in your pants or something.
Yeah.
They'll get there eventually.
Remember on your turn, so I give it to you because I've been forgetting. But also you were in melee, so he might not have wanted to jump in. So
Yeah, that's right.
It was
So-
probably a little terrifying for
Yeah.
the
What
world.
So Theo's next to me.
My rifle.
I
You can use your eyes, so
Yeah.
you can aim it.
Yeah, you can shoot that other
I'm all like,
Plus that bitch has my
Theo,
knife in
how
her
good
stomach
is
still,
your
so-
gun? Like, how good of a shot are you?
middling at best, ma'am.
Well, thank you for being honest.
Well,
This isn't his thing.
he would know to not lie to Ms. Allen and overselling his capabilities at this exact moment and get additional people killed.
That's fine. I was like, pass me the gun. He's going to assist my eyesight.
You feel the rifle in your hands, and
Reaches around the back.
Not like that. We're gonna use blocks.
Soft music.
and you feel him turn you left towards the one that just went splat.
We all sang different songs, but they were all
you
beautiful.
feel the barrel
But they all play at
low
the same time.
towards the ground.
I don't know how to shoot cool. Could you show me?
So, with whatever successes I had to be able to kind of see, plus his actual sight.
Is there like a pink haze all over the place?
I want to know if I can take a shot at something.
Just like an upward.
That's right, more ones, more ones! More ones!
No, you didn't want ones on that. That was Theo.
Oh. No, I don't want ones on that.
That's ones.
So go
Last
ahead.
ones.
Go ahead and roll Dex plus firearms.
Alright, that's this one.
And you're going to have the standard difficulty of 6 because Theo managed to compensate for the bonus.
Two successes.
Alright, roll, roll damage.
For better or worse.
So your gun should have a damage.
I was just excited to see
Score.
leave your bodies at the door.
Right.
So it's 2
For
plus.
better or worse, since it will be like.
Hey, what's your rifle's damage?
Rifle is +8.
I was like, which type?
So-
Because I've got a couple rifles.
So 9.
Roll what?
Yeah,
9 dice.
Perfect.
Alright.
I just realized I probably
Ones
have
don't
one
cancel.
rifle.
Part with you, yes, was
The
really
ones
good.
that
They just
don't
aren't
count.
successes.
Okay.
And then, yeah, difficulty 6.
1, 2, 3.
I have Colt patterns open.
Last one.
And then the sharp. Like I have a revolver, but I'm like, would I have given that to Patricia, or am I being really upset right now that I have a fucking revolver in my body?
You hear the report of the rifle. You hear a satisfying thwap, and then you also hear a plump as something hits the ground, and you hear, "It's done, man."
Which one did you shoot?
The singer.
I'm good. You want to get your axe back.
Is that the one that I was getting?
Yes.
No.
It was. Slowly.
Yes, John, you're like a bullet,
Okay.
so to speak.
Did we already kill the cop?
He basically
I've
has
lost
like
track of
the
things
brace
before.
Yeah.
of
Okay.
I mean, the blind
Of-
people, like,
of the Derringer and whatever else, and like the
Yeah,
rifle
was
and a couple
chopping it
extra
like a
shot,
tree,
and
like
he's
I
like
gutted it.
he like almost power slides up next to you and just is like
Let me
open to
let me
whatever
just put that in your shoulder.
is open to whatever you choose to grab.
wow.
So I do cock it on my shoulder,
Thank God.
and
I mean,
and I'm gonna burn a celerity. I'm starting with a point for that shit because I need to use night grab.
Corridors.
Yes. Brace my back, Jean-Pierre.
And,
I'm on the ground.
and as you say that, he roll spins up around
Yeah.
and plants up against.
And then
I see a pirate blunderbuss. Like really, it's just
Yeah,
silly.
yeah. Like an actual blunderbuss
Well, I
filled with
mean-
nails and cutlery.
I paid for the fucking sharp
That-
rifle,
that
so
actually
like I
hurts.
got a badass fucking rifle. Okay, so do I have to split something with that because I was doing other shit?
Yes. So go ahead and Dex plus firearms
Yes, Dex plus firearms.
minus your
So it's 5
damage.
minus.
-4.
So you get 1 die.
Where'd the 4? Oh,
There's 4 actions.
It fires the report, and you feel the tap of another. Oh wait, is the sharp a semi-auto or is it reload each time? Or
no, it doesn't reload itself. You have to kick
Okay.
it back.
yeah,
again.
you feel the next round hit your shoulder.
Yeah.
They don't exist yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like you got to put that shit in there and lock it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's primed and ready
Which
for
you
your
turn on your
celerity.
celerity round.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's what these are for. To load my button.
But now that he's bracing, he's right there to help with the
Yeah.
with the rock, to block it and block it.
Does that mean I get a real roll in my celerity?
Yes. No. You still take your negatives.
Well, I mean,
But it does count as a new turn, so no, you won't be taking additional
so I might
negatives
no,
for
just
splitting.
just the -2 for being mauled.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
How many are left?
2 technically, but only one that you can see, and everyone make wits plus alertness rolls.
Half of us 6. Even the first.
Difficulty 6.
Intuition.
Sure. Yes.
One.
Minus my mauling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
Okay, wait, I forgot that.
I got a 3.
The one with the axe fades from view, but you can still see the impression of her form in the mud and blood and snow. And those of you who are blind still have an awareness that it hasn't moved anywhere.
So that one's
I know,
not
but
that.
you see her sort of
That's a
fade,
different
but
person.
still this like bowed
Shadow.
outline
Yeah.
of where she is. Bill.
I can still make to see you.
So there's.
There's just the one. So
Wait, why didn't that
there's the one that just tried to
I did.
shift.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
did.
I don't know.
I
That's
did.
probably what.
There's the one that just tried to shift, but you're like, you don't know. Yeah, those of you who are blind don't know it shifted. You just know that that's where it is.
But is
And then there's the other one that's invisible that he hit. So if you want to try and shoot where he hit, sure.
okay. Should I do any of like alertness? Because I'm blind. I can't. I have my auspice on.
Well, yeah. So yeah, it's Dex plus firearms minus damage.
Okay.
And then, do you mind if you hit Fred?
I mean, honestly, normally Bill wouldn't, but I'm pretty sure she knows that he's fucked up right now, and she like won't admit it, but she kind of likes him, even though he freaks her out, and like she'd feel bad.
Difficulty 8.
I'm dealing with those emotions
It
right
was a
now.
heartwarming moment. That time where Bill was like, I'm not gonna shoot Fred.
Is the one that I charmed still about?
That's the one that I was trying.
That's the one she's trying to shoot that's invisible.
Yeah.
2. All right.
But isn't
Roll
it
damage.
still under my charm?
Yes.
He
I don't
charmed
think
you,
they know.
maybe
I
not
don't
to
think
us,
they know.
but
Yeah, I know, but I mean like, I can be like, hold that bitch down.
yeah.
What are we doing? Shoot.
So full damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 successes plus whatever your gun damage is.
2.
All right. You hear the shot go off, but you don't know whether or not it connected. You hear a go by.
God, who's shooting at me?
I'm not shooting at you.
Shooting
Near you.
past you,
I'm shooting at the thing that's near
which
you.
it's your turn. So
So I just clawed at the guy I think still in front of me.
oh, well, what's behind you and now
Or yeah,
turned
if
to
I
be
whipped
front of
around
you.
in
Yeah.
front of me. And yeah, I mean I'm gonna claw at him again because it's what I can do at the moment.
Do you want to? Yeah, what's alertness?
All right. Difficulty?
6.
Okay, so that's 2.
All right. It has moved.
Oh, okay.
It is no longer in melee range.
Okay.
That's probably why the bullet you didn't hear any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have any sense of where anything is aside from?
It's moving towards the form on the ground that hasn't moved.
Okay.
But I mean, I must have. Well, that's
I'm.
for me, not
If I can tell where it is, I'm gonna go after it. So.
All right. Yeah. Yay! Yeah, go ahead and make the attack roll. You're charging after it.
Yeah.
Strength plus brawl.
Oh, dex plus brawl. That's claws or dex plus brawl. Minus 2 for. Sorry, that's 6 minus 2 for wounded. So for this.
I've been doing that wrong too. Damn it.
What?
I've never gotten this injured in combat before.
Yeah.
So I've been subtracting too many dice from all my rolls.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just 2.
Yeah.
Attack rolls ones.
Ones don't negate. They're just non-successes.
Okay, so then 1.
All right. You feel the slight connect
It is.
of a slash into a back as everyone seems to be as several bodies seem to be converging onto this one location.
Damage dice?
Yeah.
2, 3. 3 successes.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice. And then celerity rounds.
Yay.
I shout at you, he's over here! So I was like, clawing at
Okay.
him.
Bill's gonna shoot again. The other gun. Has more bullets in it.
So you feel, smell, hear the stagger
Mhm.
as you make contact again, and those of you who can see sort of get that predator form shift in front of the one on the ground that starts to scramble up in a swift movement.
Is
and
the one on
starts-
the ground in front of me or different?
all,
one on the ground?
yes,
Okay.
but not right in front of you yet.
Oh,
Did you have celerity? You don't have celerity.
no.
Okay. And the two of them scramble up and start bolting out of the camp because they have a slightly higher initiative. Oh, wait.
No.
Well,
Oh, my
in this-
axe back.
Well, in celerity,
Oh, yes.
Pip has the higher initiative.
Yeah.
So what you doing, Pip?
I'm gonna load and fire.
All right, you slam the cartridge back in, rack up, and are you going for the moving form or the?
The
planted-
bitch that attacked me!
She's already dead.
Yeah, she's already dead.
Okay, then the moving form.
Yeah.
No, I want her if I double tap that shit!
Miss Allen, I mean, if you want to double tap Miss Allen, okay, cool.
So the one that's moving is the one that I harmed?
Yes.
Yes.
Who's tell your girlfriends to stop interrupting games.
That's weird.
It was me.
Can I see it?
Technically no, but you have a sense of
I
it.
just know where it is.
Yeah, so it's similar to being blinded, but not quite. So yeah.
If
so
I tell it to hold still, because I can,
that should work.
but is that gonna go against like it wants to protect itself shit?
Kinda.
Yeah,
It
so
is
I'm
being
like,
attacked.
literally.
Yeah.
Feeling so attacked.
He's feeling so attacked.
And just and it is maintaining its
Slow
its
draw.
entrancement to you by no longer attacking.
Correct. I'll leave it at that. I'll shoot at it. I'll make a boom. 1.
Roll damage.
So I only get 1.
No, you get the full damage.
Okay.
1 plus. You're using the rifle, right?
Yeah.
That's a
So
lot
that's-
more dice.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. No,
That doesn't.
I'm sorry, I'm still rolling for the stiletto.
The rifle is not. If I get hurt, it's 8
or something.
Yeah, I know.
So it.
The damage is 8.
Yeah, it's 8 plus your
4,
successes.
6, 7, 8, 9. One, two, 3, 4.
Rifles. are something to be feared.
All right. Yeah, there's definitely a thwack as it stumbles forward even farther, blood trailing into the snow. So that was Pip. And then it almost tackles the other form on the ground as they sort of stumble and start to shift, almost as if watching through a blocked out channel on OG cable, and start scrambling out of the circle. Bill?
So there's two things that are running away. Bill's gonna go ahead and fucking double fist it.
Wow.
One for each, or?
Yeah, one for each.
All right. So yeah, so you'll be doing Dex plus firearms, -1 for double, and minus your damage to hit.
So minus 3 dice.
Okay. What's the 2?
All right. So one for each. So add damage on both plus 1. So yeah. So the damage on the gun is. What's the damage on the gun?
4.
4. So you're rolling 5 dice for
each.
because you're splitting the load.
2 from one gun. And 2 from the other gun. 2 from each gun.
Alright, so the running form goes down and sort of slides into the snow, limp, and the one that had regained its feet slips forward and slumps into the ground.
Oh, you got them both? 2 fur. Nice.
You alright?
It's brain again.
Okay.
Your back's better? Your back is
And a hush falls over the camp as these bodies lay there bleeding into the snow.
I immediately drag myself over to them and drain the pluck out of it.
Uh-oh.
No.
I have one blood point right now, and I have
And it's
5
an
blood
Amrox.
damage.
Well, yeah, but I was about to say, is it gonna be like
He's just
different?
gonna be tripping
current-
fucking balls.
No, I was about to say, is it gonna be different because it's human now? Like,
No,
No,
it's
it's
nowhere
still-
near.
okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
but he's gonna
happens
see
when bags
God.
drag
Yes.
one another in the
Oh,
other
I'm gonna
game.
trip some balls.
So
So
I'd
I
be surprised if
don't
Pip was
even
not doing
look
the
for my
same
axe
thing,
first.
considering-
You, I'm like,
sort of
did you
stumbling
see it?
towards there.
I
So
don't think, no, I can't see.
Because I slashed at
I've
him
stayed
again
with
before he
you.
ran away.
no, yeah.
So probably that one.
You
is
pick
the
up
one.
your axe.
You're kind of equidistant because
But I
they
needed to
sort of
check
made
on
it a
you
little ways
first.
out of the
Bring me
camp.
to it.
Okay.
So you can either
Okay.
keep going
Got you
towards
over
the
there.
two forms, or you can
Grab my
turn back to the crumpled, the shot, the gutted, or the beheaded.
No, I'll go for the 2 forms because honestly, if I can drain them both, I will. It just
Yikes.
depends on whether or not people
Is one of
stop
those
me.
the
Well,
one where my axe is?
they're all shooting.
Yeah.
No, that's
Because I don't know if I want to be
Do
near
you
that.
want, do you want the bowler and the mask, or do you want the caster?
The bowler in the mask is the one that. Oh no,
Dirt
no.
you.
Yeah, he's the one who darted me. So
Roll 3d10.
okay.
My 5 astri mean I lost 5 blood points.
Father.
Was it?
I'll just sip 2 off each of my people.
Normally,
Just so you know,
normally we'd
as
stop
a,
him, but
so we're aware, healing an a level
He's
of
a
aggro
worse for
damage
wear.
is 5 blood points.
We're not supposed to, right?
well,
So
Are we
it's
all
gonna
just
take
gonna
us a
trip
while.
together?
Probably.
Well,
We're
I mean,
all
we're all out in the wilderness and we're down like all of
Yeah,
our blood
9,
points.
you know what that
15,
fucking journey
19.
was together.
19 blood back.
Can I see
that?
anything?
Those are
Can
my
I
blood
see
pool.
anything?
I'll drain the bitch that mauled me.
You have
Everyone's doing it.
Should I do it?
Only do it if you need to do it.
If
Yeah,
you're
did you
particularly
even
I
hungry,
got a lot of blood left.
Did
Then
you
no,
get
you're fine.
aggro?
then
Get
don't.
aggro?
Then don't. Right here.
Wait, so for each aggro, do we lose a blood point?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I only have 1 left also. So
Yeah, and
What do
you,
you,
I
what do you,
also-
what do you mean?
so that aggro box is a blood point.
no, it's 5.
No, it's
Oh, then I
to
have
heal,
nothing.
to heal.
To heal.
That's what we're
Yeah.
saying, but you lose a blood point
No,
for every
you don't.
box you
No, you don't.
Thank you.
You don't.
I didn't, then
Sorry.
I only lost 2 blood points. I just
Yeah.
need to heal that shit.
Yeah.
No,
It's just a matter of I started this fight at 9 and burned into
So,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
taking damage doesn't suck you of blood points,
Yeah, why are
but
you
to
so
heal
low?
the damage.
I just assumed I was
That-
losing
Oh,
blood.
No.
Which meant,
So-
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like if I'm being ripped open, I'm
So wait,
bleeding.
also I have max speed.
if I have an aggro but no actual,
Hey, I don't
Blood
know. I don't
point
understand
damage.
this stuff. I'm just
Then
like, why is
fine.
everyone so
But you
tired?
or do I need to
though?
heal the
Kind
aggro?
of, but you can't. You won't heal the aggro normally.
Okay.
You have to
It
spend the
stays
blood
as
Wait,
damage.
for
5,
Yeah.
10,
Okay.
15, 20. I need 25 blood points.
over the course.
So
of
I
several
chased
days.
the bitch
Really
that mauled me
crazy.
and I drained her.
Because I think you can. I think it takes like time to heal aggravated damage too. Like you feel like one level of aggro damage a day per 5 points. That you earn.
So I'm going to spend a blood point to heal aggro.
Nope.
No, you have to spend 5 to heal 1 point of aggro.
Okay.
And it's
And
per
it's,
day.
yeah, it's
Per day.
after you
Okay.
rest basically.
Okay. So I'm going to spend 5 blood points to heal 1 point of aggro and then eat something.
It'd be the other
No.
way around. You'd have to
Okay.
fill up first, sleep, and then you spend the blood.
Thank you.
wake up,
I was
basically.
all like, how does this work?
So we'll have to lay low
Yeah.
for a little while while everybody recovers.
I mean, like, we're not gonna
making
get,
a-
like no one's
what do
gonna
you
be
have,
prepared for
self-control?
us to like.
But we're no
take
longer blind, right?
5.
It's
I have-
over. We
Yeah,
still
well,
blind.
I
My
just
things are
figured out that
conviction,
whole-
instinct,
Well, you were
and
5
bullshit.
rounds. He was 3 rounds.
Yeah, but combat's over.
Because
so
I
round
have the metamorphosis.
But as
So-
well, yeah.
Like,
Is
I
that
mean,
right?
we need to
Conviction.
consider actually going to somewhere with other
Yeah.
people because our people
Yes.
are
Combat's over. Am I
right?
still blind?
For a few moments,
So
yes,
if we
but
can
after a little
maintain
while it fuzzes out.
We'll see
But I
what
mean,
Because
if we,
combat
but
is over.
we won't get to heal this.
I'm still confused. So I lost 2 blood points
For what?
for activating celerity and presence.
Then you were only down 2.
Okay, but in order to heal, I need to spend 5.
Yes, but that will be next morning.
So
You want to
unfortunately,
do it now. The way
You
it
can't
is.
do it right now.
You
Yeah.
can heal non-aggro damage.
Like, I
yeah, no, I know.
Don't do. You're fine.
So every morning,
have
everyone can heal another point.
Well, yeah. But,
Okay.
but my thing is,
I
I
have-
don't have to drain a werewolf.
Right,
Nope.
you know.
I literally take 2 sips out of each of my people.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it covers everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
He has to.
I
because
was
he's
down
of actual
to I was
damage.
down to 1 point out of my 20
Yeah,
pool.
because
so
you were using everything.
you burning things.
That's what I was
Make sure
trying to
you
figure
do
out.
conviction roll.
No, I didn't call you.
So, I mean, I need to eat
Um,
somebody just for the sake of eating somebody.
That one right there's a bitch.
7.
Well, I don't want to eat a werewolf.
1.
I mean, I'll be hungry.
Nice deal.
Yeah, you're ripping into this thing.
Yep.
Dilly, I need you.
Like a 10-piece bucket,
Yep.
and you haven't eaten all day, and you feel fear. You feel fear.
Sorry.
You hear echoes. It's
Oh, you ate the nightmare. Oh my
It's,
god.
it's like being back in the old country in one of the elders' manors. You are no longer the lord of anything. You are thankfully above the cattle on the totem pole, but above nothing else. It is. This takes you back. These roiling emotions and
These are shrooms.
What do we see?
and disquiet that floods your existence once more. It's gross. It's the worst. It's everything you've worked against. You also gain a temporary dot in celerity and a
Oh, neat.
temporary dot in obfuscate.
That's interesting. Okay.
Mr. Von Sleven is going to be a little strange for me.
Yeah, that's
Actually, it's choked.
Oh.
You don't let out the riotous scream. It's more of a whimper shudder because you know if you scream, something might hear you.
Oh dear.
Okay. That's cool.
Because you're back. Because you're once more wandering the halls of
Yeah.
of an elder's manse, and you know that to make a scene might invite the ire of whatever its voziods
he's
it has
beyond our
prowling
ability
them.
to help right now.
Okay. Ooh. So, Do I have enough presence to mind to understand that this is maybe not what eating werewolf blood normally feels like? Or is this what the weird...
No, this is exactly what it does.
That's
okay.
exactly what it fucking does.
You've done it before in the old country. Like, this is, you know,
Oh, okay, I see.
you've hunted a couple packs
This is straight
with
up
those same elders you now fear once
the
more.
most
Oh, okay.
magic
And
shows.
you slink against that icy cold stone wall with no sconces in it, and you turn the corner and you're there at the edge of a wagon back where you were once, and there's just a viscera where the creature once was, where you fed, and it's great. You're back. You're unliving. You can feel the blood, and things are starting to articulate back in. And just when you think you've got it back under control, you're in a ballroom with no light, no walls.
I was like,
in the middle of darkness. Well, you're back. You don't want to. While you're in that darkness, you know that you're back in
I
someone's
think
castle.
that's what I would be.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
Look out, Trey. Could you please bring the skin? What kind of skin is it? What does he have?
Oh, the buffalo hide?
Yeah, okay. Mr. Beltram, could you please bring the buffalo hide? Just gonna put it over his shoulders, like.
Cover him with a blanket.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to see this happening, so we're gonna put a sheet over it.
That's
Right.
You're
Don't look at that.
indisposed, and none of us should see you this way.
Unsightly.
Yes, so
Just a little
there you
privacy
are.
curtain.
Yeah.
So you're having this situation going
Yeah.
on for a little bit. Have
Have fun tripping balls.
Bill, what is your post-battle
Bill
situation?
hobbles back to her wagon. He's like, we feel, yeah.
You see a barrel,
Nice,
out the-
it's sweet, but good.
and the barrel
Good
comes
looking
down.
out.
She's like, it went straight for non-virgins.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Wait a minute. It really did. They didn't touch me at all. What?
Yeah, well, they tried to rip my ribcage out, so.
What about that?
About that, your ribcage is still hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stuff
she like
inside
puts
there.
down the
I need to
gun.
push
She
it.
like she arranges herself. You know, it's fun. It's a good time. It's all right.
Put it
Once
back in, it's fine.
you get started, it's
Everything's fine. This is fine. We're all on fire.
it's that excitement. It's that rush. So yeah, you can go ahead and take those 3 or more if you want to make her woozy, and have her be down for the count for a day or two. Abe?
Abe is in full soldier mode, so does like one lap around just to make sure danger is passed. But is also taking stock of who's wounded, how bad, how our ghouls and mortals doing.
Most of them seemed to be in a weird fog. Something about they all remember seeing the 3 of them come together over the fire pit, and then it's just sort of like a hiccup and a bright flash, and then
People would think it's more face shirt
It was
then.
the magic of Daniel.
and then like they started coming to right as the last 2 shots rang out,
Right.
and the bodies skidded through the snow.
Probably better for them. Anyways. I go
Yeah,
to
a bunch
check-
of them are also like,
Right.
you know, they're trying to make sure they're useful for the action that has passed.
Well, there will be more ways
put them
for
together.
all of you to be useful because, as you can see, the team took a beating. So we're probably going to have to rearrange
The feed.
feeding for a little bit. I'm mostly okay, so I'll skip my turns. We need to reorganize and make sure that the people who got banged up get back on their feet.
Yeah, you guys start talking about reworking the feeding schedule. Eliza?
I was not in the slightest. I have down 8, but I have a huge blood pool.
How
So I
do you feel about eating off werewolves?
I'm not sure I want to because now that they're like human, I keep thinking, oh, it makes me think of my dad. I'm not touching any of
It's
that.
Liza.
Strangely, not. I mean, there's that. That's there, but they're the earlier mournful, mostly just your eye keeps shifting back to that one with the horns. We'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
So you're down 8 of how many?
My max is 30.
Making a self-control equal to 4. Tip, you took your sip off of Jean and Patty, and
I got
Well, I only need to
nothing.
refill 2 blood points, so
Yeah.
I can take that from Jean.
Because they're
you are drawn to that body, and you are about to sink your teeth into it. Roll humanity.
okay.
Bella.
So like I was with him, then I just go all over there now.
Difficulty 4.
1, 2, 3. I got 5.
Your teeth hit the flesh, and you know that if you keep going, you're gonna know more than you want to, and you just sort of hold the body, sort of just contemplating it. Pip is
So
gonna
after a while, I'm just like, what should we do with put down?
We'll
after
bury them.
after
I think
after
we should
Lou
just now for animals to have.
after Lou and a couple others have also done a
We need
pass,
to bring those out.
I don't know.
Lou helps sort of
We need to give them proper rights.
inspect the different corpses. I'll do that in a moment. Hannah.
We'll be inspecting corpses.
Along with Lou.
Yeah, she
How's Lou
might.
doing? Is he like freaking out or what?
Once there were bodies, he can handle them.
Okay. This was his
She
feud
has
down
a
to them.
sketchbook and makes notes about what they're wearing, like little drawings about what they're wearing.
Second, I thought you were talking about the cat because you were looking at
Just
the
staring at the
cat
cat.
has a
We're just figure out what
sketchbook.
she's doing. So Hannah takes a sketchbook and like draws like what they're wearing, kind of what they look like, that sort of thing.
What about blood? How are you doing with blood? No, I was good on that. What was the question you had?
So all this crazy world, of course, and more things.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I would like to, as a result of this, voluntarily do a giant monster. As because I'm hanging on to that experience there. And this is probably the appropriate time for it to actually show up.
You're not gonna wait.
You know what? No,
You're gonna wait?
no, because I realized that it's this makes more narrative sense. Yeah.
Oh my god, are you turning into a tentacle monster?
No. So
Real
basically, as I'm
tentacle.
freaking out against the cart that I have there, you guys see his clothes and skin just start to like roll and roll.
So at this point, the bison cloak has been put over you,
Yeah.
and Bertram's actually like holding you, like supporting you,
Aw.
and
Do we do something
as
now?
you twist and wiggle, he's actually managing to keep a pretty
Yeah.
sturdy hold of something that was quite smaller and then suddenly wasn't.
Yeah.
Bertram.
And his voice has started becoming really heinous and gross.
Is he falling apart?
No, not
No,
quite.
he's turning into a giant monster.
Oh.
It's like
Oh, you know.
going on.
Literally.
And
instead of a motion.
yeah, as he starts kind of like
He's now outside.
yeah,
Whereas inside.
the blanket is not covering him anymore, and he's just kind of like on the ground, still just kind of like trying to hold it all together. But you can see that he is about 9 foot tall, like weird, elongated, creepy thing of a creature that does look vaguely wolf-like in terms of its. So it's like it's similar to the thing that he did. That was like, hey, it's a werewolf, but really fucking wrong. That's kind of the situation that's going on here.
If Hannah sees this, she calls for Aiden's, like, get humans out of the way.
That's right. I actually tell Chet to move everybody out of dodge.
Yeah, everyone sort of scrambles
I don't think anyone wants to be near that right now.
and gets to
Miss Allen,
the opposite side of wagons and such. And
if you could gather people who've been injured away from this.
I'll say, I'm sure Jean-Pierre picks me up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Takes me
horrible.
away.
There's a lot of horrible bone cracking noises and stuff
I mean,
like
I've still
that
got
too.
tons of strength on me, so I probably should go grab some people.
because she's now all woozy.
Abe actually walks up and thing
Nice.
in between the rest of the group.
Yeah, Bert is also.
Get back from me.
I know. Yeah, he's moving away. There's a lot going.
I don't know how long this lasts, so it's up to you.
Yeah,
So-
it's I think you're just gonna ride it for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe another conviction.
Abe tossed the axe down to the leaves on it. And tries out.
The jar. If you want
Oh, hey, Fred.
Does do ones cancel out?
Yeah, this will be a
Okay.
difficulty.
So that is
6.
no successes.
All right.
Joy frenzy.
You start screaming and flailing.
Yeah.
You're still hungry.
Despite giant.
Crap.
I was too much hands turned.
If you
Yeah.
try to eat it, things are gonna happen here. Like, I don't care. My family's fighting.
You see 2 sticks rubbed together in quite the right way.
The plus side, I'm still small, so
Right.
I'm like very, very damaged in many ways.
Bertram turns around and runs
Did
a
he,
short distance.
did he drop you?
Oh, no,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
They're running. No,
Yeah, no. I'm looking
don't
at
do
that
it.
gross face and I'm like,
You're going to regret this.
hey, Fred. You know I can't let you do it, right?
I'm on the ground still. Like,
dodge.
Minus all your shit.
He doesn't have
I don't know.
You hear the squelch, and you sort of like lean to not take your eye off Fred, but also to see what Bertram is, and you see the body of the second werewolf that was near the
oh
first.
God, he's bringing me more
Get-
werewolf blood.
Get flinged, but it lands right where you were standing. It doesn't quite make it all the way to Fred.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
You think that's the problem?
What's the one that says conviction?
Instincts and courage are the two.
Go ahead and roll me instinct. Difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. 2 successes.
Cool. You smell more fresh blood, and you just pounce on it.
Yep.
It'll be fun. Roll 2d10.
Okay. That's 8.
I just had to start chastising Bertram. Bad! Bad!
He sits and he's like, hungry!
Wrong food! Bad!
Hungry! And, so, yeah, you get those 8, which is nice.
Which is only 2 that I can only really hold 2 of it, but still.
And the
And
rest
I'll
just
just, like,
spills out.
yeah,
That's fine.
And
man,
you
he's
have-
a real mess.
Oh god.
Feels like a bad, like
This is a really bad idea, but
it feels like some real part, like some really fucked up anime.
it's
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
that's kind of the idea.
Well, this episode apparently
Yeah.
is now directed by David Cronenberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Don't mess around that way.
Hey, Fred, you're leaking. I think you had enough. You're leaking. You can't hold it. It's coming out. It's coming. Your ears. I don't know what those are, but like, it's coming out of there.
That's a whole thing.
I feel like Eliza's like there, but kind of like I'm
so sure all of this is
but
German.
Yeah. No, I definitely reverted back to just shouting in German.
Make another conviction.
Gurgle is
German.
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 In the bracket.
subtitled.
Yep.
That's
You now have temporarily have the second dot of Hands of Destruction and Thaumaturgy.
good lord. Okay.
Gnarl.
It sets a very bad precedent. Fred is like, I can eat knowledge.
Please don't.
I'm smart.
He's a liar.
You something in there that you're not just a crafter of body, you're a crafter of existence.
Yeah.
And,
No.
and so
He ate the cosmos.
you now realize
He is the cosmic.
that not only is this corpse in your hand your plaything as it always has been, you like instinctually reach your talons into the wagon next to you, and you feel it start to
Oh, that's weird.
to bend to your will.
Oh, all
Is there
right.
anyone in there?
No,
Okay.
it's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, not anymore. Like much as you would manipulate any of these
Oh, okay. All right.
fleshy
I
beings,
don't like it.
the
What?
very
What's happening
the very stuff of Earth is now at your command. Yeah.
Yes, like my whole spiritual track that I've been on is just starting to fall away very quickly.
It's manifesting in a new and exciting way.
I mean, I guess this is a little bit after the streaming and stuff.
Is it though?
No.
No,
No.
no, it's not.
No.
Roll me another d10.
The maniacal laughter.
7.
All right. You're reveling in this form and these realizations.
So when does the wagon start to merge with
Well,
with flash?
I'm wondering,
What's
you
gonna happen?
you're in full effect.
Yep.
And you have no limitations, but you do still have your own agency.
Yeah.
You're not frenzying. You're just hella extra right now.
I'm very excited.
Great.
So
You make a whole
Would-
band
what
of
would
like.
Fred do? Would he start to experiment with these things, or would he just commit to the knowledge and start holding on to it? What do you think?
Is that what you use to make your steak checks?
No, actually,
No,
I
that was
had different.
that was different.
I had
That
different
was
flavors.
that was vampire.
Half of them
No, it was
Oh, that was bird.
it's a slightly different path, but yeah, same
Fred.
discipline.
half the metamorphosis kind of dictates that I would probably start trying to maybe I don't know that he wouldn't necessarily be doing it in a malicious fashion or anything like that, but he's like if he touches the wood and realizes that he's sort of working it with his in the way he does normally. I think that might just take his entire attention away because he's not thinking he could do before.
Yeah.
So Hannah uses
Well,
her
that
sharp
wagon's
voice
gone.
possible, and it is basically like, Frederick, you need to get a hold of yourself. You are scaring everyone, and we don't want to have to kill you.
Are you going to use powers, or are you just trying to scold him?
I don't know. I have any powers.
That's true. You can
Man.
absolutely
I don't
make
have
them
one.
feel bad
I have
about it.
dominate, fortitude, and presence.
That command is one of the. So both presence and dominate have abilities to manipulate others.
What generation?
Oh yeah, what generation are you?
10.
Yeah, see.
How many dots and presents do you
It
have?
nukes. It
Only one?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
nukes out when it's a higher
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Fred,
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 as you say that, Fred snaps over and looks over at you and says, "Girl, don't try to lecture me." And he goes back to what he was.
That's
what
what
he was
on, Fred.
He's an old black.
doing. He's
You're
now
more
very
gentleman like that. Remember when it was all human foot tables and gross musical instruments? That was fun.
I feel like there would be a wet, gross flap as he pushes the dead body into the wagon and starts to incorporate them together.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Circle of hell. Like the suicide trees.
I
I look at Abe and I'm like, Abe, you're going to have to kill
Abe actually.
He's not. It's gross, but he's
No, if he can't contain himself.
No. I'm not.
he's a toddler in a playpen with his favorite toys right now.
Which is
It's not a terribly controlled creature, but it's not a rampaging creature currently.
yes, but Hannah would be worried about it turning into a rampaging
Well,
creature.
yeah.
That's why she's all like, we can put it down now before it gets out of hand. Because Hannah comes to the court, she can put up with the shit.
Actually go in there and shove him away from the cart.
Oh, you're separating him from his toy? Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the way.
Let's see here.
I'll miss
Alright.
Mr. Merrick.
Man, can I
Where's
use
my
my
corset pie?
use my
Both
tuition for
Alright,
something here?
both of you strength plus brawl.
Alright.
Oh my.
Are you resisting a push, or are you?
I mean, I didn't know what the. So they're both trying to push me, and I'm just.
I'm not trying to push you,
Okay.
I am
Okay.
scolding you.
Okay.
And I'm just like, look at how much you're scaring your Bertram.
Scary. You didn't say right.
No, now I'm saying Bertram specifically.
What's the difficulty?
Conviction again.
He's like Igor.
6.
Please tell me Bertram's power.
He looks more confused than
I had concerns for Bertram, but so unless the difficulty is 5, I'm not seeing.
no, it was just 6. Yeah, virtually you rolled it, but you look over and he just looks more concerned. He looks more confused than normal, but otherwise not particularly freaking out because you're not being violent to anything particularly. You're
Being
just,
gross.
yeah,
And this happened.
you're just a different.
Yeah.
You're just a. And then Abe pushes to separate you. So I'm guessing you wouldn't allow that. Or the same roll.
So strength plus roll, difficulty 6. So 1, 2, 3,
I forgot.
4,
Let's put one in there. No, I don't want that.
6 minus 2. Ability 1.
6.
Okay, so that's 3 successes.
How many did you get it?
5.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there's a definite removal. The corpse dangles out of the off of that gate. Sort of
Centaur.
yeah.
I just incorporated it into my
Wood manipulated into it.
Yeah.
So gross.
Give me another self-control. What's your road?
Amorphous.
What's the score?
6.
All right. Difficulty 7.
That's
Instantly want to also incorporate Abe into the art. You're mostly
No.
fascinated by what is trying to be attempted here.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
As I was kind of on the ground. Are you quite through, Abraham?
No, I'm not.
If you must know.
Fred, get your shit together, man.
He just kind of steadies himself and stands up. He's still in full on like 9-foot-tall monster form, and he's still got giant wounds like all over his side because the monster form doesn't stop that.
It's been a long night. You're bleeding all over the place.
Gross.
I know how much all of this means to you and discoveries and all of that. I don't think now's the time. And I mean, look, everybody's in bad shape.
If it concerns you that much, Abraham, I will not continue on.
Instinct.
If you like it all that much, it's you.
Notably, his accent actually has disappeared at this point.
Difficulty 4.
1.
He isn't really German?
It's very strange. But, he's got a couple other thoughts.
Do you keep the hold, or are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Make me a manipulation plus occult.
Okay.
Oh, weird.
Difficulty 8.
0. No successes.
You very much would like to, at the very least, extract the body from the wagon more, to at least have it separate parts before experimenting further.
Okay.
And you almost feel like you could have willed it to happen. But something eluded you. You're not used to.
You're not used to that.
It's all funky, and now you're sort of tripping out on that. You feel him shudder.
In your arms.
Almost like when you give the kiss, like it's disconcerting.
It's yeah.
Is he?
I think he just needs some time.
In this wagon with a body sticking out?
You really kind of want to just
just let me.
no.
Just
You
hold this.
don't need to. You're good. You don't need to keep going. You got it, but like, you really just want to.
Yeah, I need to tweak.
Do you say as much, or
I just kind of.
You wipe your nose.
Are you back?
or do you want to try the mind one again? Or like, what do you? What do you?
I'm gonna mental note that one.
Okay.
Because right now there's a lot of harsh in my vibe. So. Yeah.
Self-control.
Okay.
We're about to find out if the.
Okay, that's
maiden thing on the ship.
You resist the urge to rail against this limitation of your powers.
You're just jealous.
As I'm still in monster form because I'm not turning back out that yet. But I can. Abraham, if I could, may at least remove the body from the cart so that it's not as to see.
You can fix that. By all means.
All right. Spend a blood point.
Okay.
Wow. And
Super extra.
manipulation plus occult, difficulty 7.
Nope, nothing. Yeah, still.
Do you want to will it to be, or
Yes. I will willpower.
There's a sucking, slurping, squelching as the gate releases its grip and the body slides off of the wood and slumps to the ground once more.
I'm so happy you did.
I mean, I'm glad I'm here, but I'm also
You
not.
see that he's done it
Right.
from yards away,
That is.
and there's little flecks of blood from his eyes and his nostrils and his ears and out of his claw tips.
Should go to s-
Are you good? Are you back?
It's amazing.
I'm fantastic.
You
Your name actually isn't Abraham.
It is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Absolutely.
I've never referred to you. I've never referred to
No.
you as
you
Abraham.
can now shit out at any time you like.
As I kind of, I calm back down, and my clothes got destroyed, didn't
Yeah, you Hulk out.
they? Yeah. So I'm standing there naked.
Well, I
Oh,
grabbed
no!
I grabbed the
I immediately
the
look
huge
away.
buffalo skin
Yeah.
and just like wrap it on you.
And
We're glad Mrs. Sterling isn't here.
I think I think I need some time by myself.
Yeah, you think?
It feels good.
But I
Yeah.
actually, as I wrapped the thing, actually
Is it?
pat you on the shoulders and was like, glad you still feel like you.
You are a good friend, Abraham.
Well, look around. This is it.
Hannah's
There's
squinting
nothing
at
else
you
out
really
there.
hard.
Bertram
It's
has
this.
gone over to the fire pit and like shoved a rock underneath the spirit gem and picked up the rock with all the dirt and ashes and tinder with the spirit gem on top of it, and has come back over and you feel the mud and blood and the snow against your toes and the of this beast. It's you feel every single one of your veins sparking,
Oh yeah, it's all
and he hands you the stone again.
On there.
I take it.
You don't need to.
Oh, it's right there.
Floats
It's
Oh.
blinding.
Oh, that's interesting.
and
Yeah, it flew away.
John,
Flew away.
just sort of
the orb is floating to him.
I miss you, Papa.
and hovers
God.
next to.
Well, I've done what I could. I don't know anything about this wizard shit, so
and it the wind whistling noise
Mhm.
that has continued.
Oh.
It has persisted.
It's still there?
It's still there.
Right.
Oh boy.
The snow has stopped, but there are still no stars in the sky, as there are still clouds. It lets out a little resonant hum that seems to neutralize the whistle. Not quite close enough. Aid feels like he just came into like a closed room after being out on tarmac for too long. There's still that little bit of ringing, but you definitely know that that's different. Like there was this thing assailing you constantly.
pressure is different.
Yeah.
I watch it float to him, and then I just sort of stare at him and I'm like, Frederick.
You're a noble once more.
Yeah, naked with your pelt.
Sure.
I don't see why not. Before we continue, I apologize for being very rude to you. I was a moment ago.
No, you don't.
I
Leave it
will
alone.
recommend as soon as I possibly can.
When's it not necessary? Apology is accepted.
Do I just like do I float the ball over to her, or does it only?
It explodes.
Manipulation plus occult once more.
I never had the magic powers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never held the orb, and I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen if I touch it.
You know, I don't know.
You do regard her as a friend, right?
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
know.
But that's why I'm like, that's why I'm just curious. Is like, is nothing gonna happen? Is something gonna happen?
I don't know how
Is it
his
gonna be like,
brain
no, I don't
works.
like you, and fly out of my hand?
I don't know how my brain works.
You're not my mother. Or
You
basically.
did good.
You
I did.
You sure did.
through holding the hide, you gesture
Doesn't matter.
magnanimous.
I didn't see it, but I felt that.
and it sort of like bobs and hiccups a little over to you.
Strange.
I did.
So I just hold it. I just want to see what happens if I hold it. If
You
not.
also
that
hear the like,
Wolf.
just the little hum,
It was,
and same.
it was a little bit awful, but-
There's like a pocket. It's maintained
Protect
for
what's
you.
important.
As it moves away from Abe, you hear the
Aw.
again as it's gotten a little farther away from you, and yeah, same. You get that little like almost a as it sort of
Yeah.
hums out.
Wow.
Nothing else? Doesn't know anything else? Doesn't not like I don't like you. It doesn't
Is this thing
glow. It
protected
doesn't
around?
nothing.
It feels like it.
I mean, it's doing kind of a bad
a-
job.
I mean,
I'm just bad at using it.
nothing.
Now that you drank some blood,
I'm not a werewolf, although I'm a little bit more one now.
you
Said
basically
anything.
everything
it
with
would be
one
like,
blood
no,
point
fuck you, I don't
werewolf
like
right
you.
now.
Give me back to my dad.
True.
If it
So
was
maybe you
glow,
can use
if
the
it
damn
did
thing
anything.
while you're mostly aware.
Well, I think that's what, yeah.
If it dims.
You feel a
Ooh, I'm tired.
it's like when someone passes you their pet, and the pet just accepts that it's being transferred.
Yeah.
It's not being affectionate. It's not trying to
Yeah,
flail.
yeah.
It's just like, I'm here now. You very much get that sense, along with the quiet.
Okay.
Pick comes back out.
I
and-
pass it back to you.
In a
Yeah.
new dress, all corseted back together, and what have I missed?
You see the rock bobbing next to naked Fred.
And
Nearly naked Fred.
I look
Be-
over at you and be like,
becloaked
"You have a lot
Fred.
to talk about."
You know, you had impeccable timing. I'm glad you were not around for this.
Very awful.
If there's nothing else that anybody is really interested about, Fred is retiring to his cart for the rest of the evening to heal and mend his wounds and play.
And play.
Yeah. Well,
Well, behind closed doors, I don't
Lou
want to know.
and a few of the others help with gathering the bodies, and
We need to give them as proper rights as we can. I'm not attracting any more bad blood than we already have.
None of them were holding any sort of like weird artifacts like that staff that we saw before.
there were nothing that sang of obvious power. A bunch of them had weapons and guns and that sort of thing. And there's one or two things that you have the sense that they need to stay with the body. But that's sort of obvious, like through actually through that night, Lou comments that they're almost like a lot of the trappings have a Navajo flavor, but not proper, which he's never seen before. And yeah, it's just sort of obvious to anyone who's ever interacted with one of the native peoples that certain items are just that was part of there. But yeah, some of the weapons, you know, you're like, no, they're cool, it's good. We don't need any of this. Nothing that resonates like that staff or remotely like it. Lou does also note that each of them had some sort of talisman or medallion or on their weapon identifier. He was like, yeah, the language is close enough. It's mostly representative language, not like a proper alphabet. And it's strange. The one of them, the one that ended up part of the cart, below. And then the one that attacked you, or the Noxinger, was Whippoorwill. The one that John took down that you sort of emulated was Changing Shadows. The one that went toe-to-toe with Bill was Grinning Fox. The one that you felt sorrow was Moon Phases. And the first one you ate was Faceless Hound.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried translated. I tried to get this or somebody to record that
Miss Allen
because I'm a guy.
puts names to the sketches.
Probably should show that to a friend, not now. But at some point. See if it gets any meaning.
And that was a long night.
Yes.
And the gray of day starts to creep over the eastern sky as you all scurry to your carts.
Abe smokes a monstrous pipe before going back to sleep.
Daryl stays out of the cart.
Oh yeah,
Bertram's in there.
Well, that's
Bertram's
a
been
lot
around
to
for a
color
long time,
journal.
but Daryl's
A lot.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, before Eliza goes to bed, she's like, says, "Can you keep my journal? Just keep it because I don't want Frankie to write weird things on again."
Sure. You asked for it back whenever you're back.
But you all notice the snow keeps falling as you pick up the trail again.
Yeah, whoever blinded us is still out there.
And that oh no.
No, we killed all six of
They're all
them.
dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that they were.
It's just there are more of them out there, but the ones that attacked us are all dead.
There are more than 6 in the tribe.
No, I know. I thought that person like did the thing and then fucked off.
Oh. She tried to.
Well, I guess that's tomorrow night's problem.
So
Nice.
if this was a normal campaign, I'd give you more. But everybody only gets 3.
We're very abnormal campaign.
Super painful. Yeah.
I'm like,
The snow continues to
real
fall,
funny right now.
and the wind continues
My head feels
to
real funny.
moan. Unless you are near the stone.
It might just actually be legitimately true.
It very well could be because you didn't see much.
Just.
Poor baby. How dare you keep her up so late?
It's all our fault. Well, that was fun.
It was.
Still crippled, but
Say goodnight, Internet.
Good night.
Good night.